This is by far the scammiest Coachella has gone on in like years.
Nah. Look at the chicken, y'all. That is raw. Cars catching on fire in the Coachella parking lot.
She is abandoning broken tents.
Oh my god, their tent up.
This is our friend stuck underneath the canopy.
We're doing a house tour of the $83,000 Airbnb I bought for 3 nights at Coachella. There is a mini golf course. We have pickleball.
I have spent so much money coming here. I tried to keep my ID because they were trying to confiscate the van back.
Give me my ID back. Come on. Hi. Tell everyone I say hi.
Coachella 2026 is here, but you know what? I'm not gonna call it Coachella this year. I'm gonna call it Scamchella, because what is going on this year?
Just scammed out of $3K. I don't understand, because we bought the tickets through the Coachella resale site and somehow they were still reported stolen. Like, we paid through Coachella and somehow Coachella's system still allows the original reseller to then report stolen and pull it out. But the whole point of going through Coachella's website is to make sure that it's vetted and make sure that this doesn't happen. So I'm really confused. So anyway, stuck outside of Coachella, first world problem. Literally, this is happening to everybody. This isn't just me. There's like at least 20 people that we've talked to just from standing here alone who have had the same exact issue. So I don't know, this year's so, if anyone knows any other way to get in, also like, I don't know how to get our money back because they're saying, well, it's reported stolen. Yeah, I don't know. Just reporting live out here.
Coachella, y'all done outdid yourselves this year in 2026. Now, last year I was over here cracking jokes, calling y'all broke, because it was definitely a time watching everybody scramble to get to Coachella by Klarna.
It's been super uncomfortable. Like,
The temperatures reached 105 degrees, and at 7:30, we were all forced outside of our tent to try to find shade that we could get.
But this year, historically, people are on TikTok saying they're getting scammed. Now, what's interesting about this is she is saying here that this is happening to people who even bought through the Coachella site. And she's like, hey, what's up with that? Don't know. Coachella, tighten up. Y'all looking a little rusty. And people are saying, at least he didn't tell you this. And I know a lot of y'all like, who is this person on the screen, Simone? Well, I'm glad y'all are asking the appropriate questions, because in this now viral video that has 5.7 million views currently, this is what happened.
I purchased this through a StubHub verified channel. I was here yesterday. I have scanned my ID. Since then, I have scanned this. My government issued ID has been confiscated.
Yes, it has.
From your
Yeah.
So where is my ID? So can you get me my ID? Can you get my government issued ID? No, it's not their property. Actually, it's my property. Say it right. My ID is with them. It's wrongfully taken. Doesn't matter how this was purchased. It's not.
I don't know.
It's not. Yeah, you don't know.
I just called you because
You don't know. I would love for my ID back. Can I have my government ID back? Look at my government issued ID back. Okay, then let's bring the police here.
Your ID. Are you gonna leave your?
No, I'm gonna leave here and then I'm gonna go to StubHub and take it up to them. Perfect. But I am not gonna now. I would love that. Give me my ID back. Come on. Hi. Tell everyone I say have it here. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, y'all see why that went viral a little bit? On the screen, it says, customer service gets caught selling fake tickets at Coachella. Now, I can't confirm nor deny. Coachella, y'all got a lot going on this year. But this whole encounter allegedly happened at the ticket booth for Coachella. Now, did y'all see the way? We need a slow-mo it back. The throw of the ID. Are we just supposed to look past that? Okay. Right. And this is what they posted. And I gotta say this in my best Coachella voice.
Hey, so this is crazy at Coachella.
And the creator says, to clarify, I was scammed by a third-party seller, not Coachella. I didn't fully understand what was happening in the moment. Regardless, the interaction with Coachella staff could have been handled more professionally. And honestly, he ain't lied, because this is a representation of Coachella. And the comment sections are filled with comments like this. $17 an hour, by the way. They have been turning this man into a meme. Another comment saying, way too happy, making people unhappy.
Give me my ID back. Hi, tell everyone I say hi. Love it here.
Time for a little story time about exactly what went down yesterday at Coachella with my ticket issue and the attendant throwing my ID at me after trying to confiscate it illegally. So basically, I showed up yesterday to Coachella for day 2 with a ticket that I bought through StubHub as a verified ticket seller of Coachella. I used that ticket on Friday. No issue, was a legitimate ban. I then came back on Saturday. I went to tap my band at the gate, same entrance that I did the day prior, and it went red. And the guy guy at the door said, oh, it's probably demagnetized because I have so many wristbands on. So I go to will call and they tap my band and they tell me that the band was reported as lost or stolen and that it is no longer valid. It means that whoever originally bought the ticket and sold it to me has now claimed it as stolen, basically reclaimed it. Even after I already registered the band's code to my name on the Coachella app and was confirmed that the band was tied to me. So I gave them my ID as proof that I was the person that was registered on the band. They basically were just like, oh, you bought this on StubHub, there's nothing we can do for you. They were not helpful with anything, and they basically just told me to kick rocks and go home. I have spent so much money coming here. I have paid for hotels, I paid for outfits, and I get that these are first world problems, but just the treatment and the unprofessionalism from the staff there was absolutely absurd. They tried to keep my ID because they were trying to confiscate the band back, but I needed the band to report it to StubHub as evidence that it was no longer working. I had to submit proof to StubHub in order to get my money back for the ticket, and they were not letting me keep the band. They were holding on to my ID. So that was why he eventually got angry, freaked out, threw it at me after me saying that he cannot legally take my ID. It was not fake ID. There was no alcohol. I wasn't buying anything. I was just trying to show them that my ID was tied to the wristband that I registered through their app. It's nonsense. Coachella, do better. This is not acceptable. This is one of the biggest music festivals in the world. You have to have this figured out by now.
I'm glad that he gave that clarification because I think a lot of people are being sold fakes online. I'm just being honest. It's happening. Facebook groups, StubHub, and people sharing how this happens can help other people in the future who may be like, hey, somebody's selling one online. I want to go last minute. Now you know that the person who actually was the original owner of the Coachella ticket can go say, hey, it was lost or stolen after they've sold it to you. And then you're gonna get to Coachella, flights booked, hotels booked, you hot and hungry, musty. Let me not go there, it's too early. But you get me. Outfits, y'all Goodwill down, thrift. And I love a good thrift. Just to try to get through the gate, to figure out you've been bamboozled. And what do you do besides buy another ticket, right? Because at this point, the money is spent and you gotta see it all the way through, right? So just be extremely careful right now. And also, the Coachella tickets, after Justin Bieber did his set, yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. Now, what's interesting is a lot of people are chiming in about StubHub, saying that it may or may not be a safe platform to buy tickets from resellers. Now, I can't confirm nor deny. I've even purchased tickets off of StubHub before. Luckily, they work. But I've also seen many people say, especially with this Coachella stuff, that this is not the time to be playing these sort of games. This comment here saying you're the third person I've seen having an issue with StubHub and not at the same event. Definitely take this to the lawyer.
So we went up to the guy that works the gate over there and asked him if he can help us, and we're like, we bought it from the Coachella website. He says you can still get scammed if you buy it from the Coachella website. Yeah, that's what the other guy.
Okay, so that's fine. So you've been waiting here for an hour. You've been waiting an hour. 2 hours.
It's okay. Like we're
Doing this.
Now, what do you mean you can get scammed buying through the Coachella website? That's essentially like saying the Coachella website is a scam. That's the only way that would make sense. Like, you mean the actual Coachella website? Now, this is according to what that lady said. And a lot of people allegedly were having the same experience. Now Coachella, y'all got some splaining to do, if that's the case. That makes no sense. So she said literally the most insane system at Coachella. Y'all need to start saying at Scamchella if they getting down like that. And the comments say, so after spending your money on the official Coachella website, you still could get scammed. It sounds like a lawsuit brewing. Exactly. And the next comment says, no, you can't get scammed from the Coachella website. You heard him wrong, shaking my head. And the comment underneath says 2 different staff said the same thing to 2 different girls. It's kind of interesting. And I'd say interesting to say the least. Oh, somebody here is speculating. Perhaps they oversold tickets. That wouldn't really make much sense though. And what's interesting is some people say, hey, I don't even feel bad for the people going to Coachella in this political climate because they're just like, hey, it's giving Hunger Games. Now, I want to show you all more.
This is by far the scammiest Coachella that has gone on in like years. Some of my personal friends who are Coachella veterans are being scammed out of thousands of dollars. The scam, they are out here in the desert. They are like sidewinder snakes hiding in the sand waiting for you to just attack. Now again, do I think it's the smartest thing in the world to Venmo or Zelle someone thousands of dollars before you have the thing in your hands? No. But again, people who were once reliable are no longer reliable, and the I have heard, it's nuts. Be safe, stay vigilant.
How do you become a Coachella veteran? Like, she said a Coachella veteran. People saying, watching this from District 12. District 12 in the house. Honestly, it is an interesting time to have this whole Coachella conversation. It really is. With all the stuff going on in the world, and then you got the influencers flying out to Coachella, getting scammed, playing dress up. It's just interesting to watch. And to be fair, I know a lot of them are getting paid to go there. That's a whole nother conversation. But maybe Coachella is like a distraction. Maybe it's a place where you go to escape reality for a couple of days to forget all about the madness. And this is an interesting comment. This is my 5th Coachella. Y'all be going to Coachella that much? Okay, and I was scammed for the first time this year. My wristband was registered under my name, got into camping on Thursday, and even got in on Friday for a set, only for it to be deactivated in the late afternoon. Security ended up kicking me out because you can't be in there in the campsite without a wristband. So now I'm home with a bunch of camping supplies and just really sad I can't attend this year. Maybe I read that a little dramatic, but that does suck. Like, what are they gonna do now? Roast some marshmallows in the backyard? They supposed to be at Coachella. Many people chiming in saying they're too broke to have this problem. So this is what's happening when they walk in.
Okay.
It's red.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to
One more time.
Okay, guys, I got scammed. The wristband doesn't work.
That's embarrassing. And she had on her best cowboy hat. Man, can you imagine like recording this for a vlog, thinking like, hey, I'm gonna show people I'm at Coachella. I'm getting in. This the first step. And you don't get no further than that. And people are like, where'd she get her wristband? People talking about some Temu. It's too early, y'all. Coachella is still going on. Too early for the jokes. And I really do feel bad. Coachella may or may not be our thing, but being scammed universally, I think most people feel that that's not right to do, especially considering the financial status of a lot of Americans. Like, I don't care what y'all are seeing on these videos. A lot of these people don't got it. They don't got $5,000-$6,000 to just be giving over to a scammer for Coachella. Not right now. Not right now. The job market looking how it's looking. Inflation through the roof. Gas high. Rents high. Mortgages high. Mortgage rate. Like, do I need to keep going? And to get scammed out of thousands of dollars, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Because you still have to pay that money back if you use something like Klarna or Afterpay or something like that, or use their credit card to book all of your stuff for Coachella. Or let's just say you just spent $6,000 because you had it. You just paid cash. Who wants to just hand their cash over for an event that they didn't even get to go to? Just to post on TikTok and people say you paid $400 to drive and pick out outfits? Because honestly, that's what Coachella has become. Like, that's all I've been seeing is people like, look at my outfit. Like, I barely heard about the music. It's been about, look at what I'm wearing and brand deals and people getting scammed and the food being high. But what I'm about to show you all might be the most gutter version of Coachella yet. Poorchella. And if you're wondering, Simone, what is Poorchella? Well, this is the side of TikTok where people are showing their real Coachella experience, but not as influencers, without the brand trips and the brand deals, without all the glitz and glamour. Poorchella is what Coachella looks like for regular people. And honestly, this might just be the most accurate version of Coachella we've seen.
Lunch at Coachella, day 0. Got here at 2:30 a.m. Didn't get inside until I think 9:30 a.m.
No, we not just finna skip over this ham and cheese. Nah. Coachella, we off to an interesting start. I'm already exhausted.
The weather isn't as hot as last year, so I'm trying not to complain. It's still pretty bad, especially like walking around. The car camping situation is so weird this year. I don't know, the lots are like empty. We ended up getting parked in lot 7, which is like super far from the showers, the camping hub, just everything. I just took a walk over there right now to get food because we haven't eaten, and it was just a mission. Like, I'm dreading getting ready for tonight. Anyway, on to the real meal. I got a teriyaki bowl. So good.
Ma'am, and that look like that's finna have your stomach rumbling. Just based off of what you said already. Is you happy? Because you sound miserable. And I want you to live your best life. But ma'am, you said this is your second go round. So you signed up for misery twice, knowing, okay, right? And is that safe to eat? Right?
Originally, I wanted a sandwich and a spicy pie, which is a pizza with like jalapenos on it. Then spicy pie wasn't open for like another 30 minutes. And I was like super hungry. So I ended up getting this, and I had already bought the sandwich. So it's like super hot because it's been sitting there for like an hour. It's still good. Girl, there's literally flies everywhere. Of course, we gotta have a little sweet treat, oatmeal cream pies. You guys, you know what I was super excited for? They have an Always and Tampax brand activation here at the car camping center, but it wasn't open yet, and I almost wanted to tell them, like, girl, let me in. I'll make some content for you, but...
And ma'am, no. We not just finna talk about blood on the leaves, and you done whipped out that good old Dollar General oatmeal cream pie, and I know about them. I was raised on them. This is definitely different from Richchella. This sandwich just, ma'am, I hope you don't get food poisoning out there, because you said you ate that food after it was out for an hour in the hot desert, dust bunnies flying around, and it's too much. And she said, this comment said, the poor side of Coachella looks exhausting. Another saying, pre-gaming a sandwich is crazy work. No, I have to agree. Another saying, this looks like an episode of Survival. Is Coachella even fun? And many people saying the same thing. Perhaps the people find a bit of relief whenever they're trying to get some sleep. And if you're like me thinking, where are they sleeping? Well,
it's day 4 at Coachella and I just woke up in the car. Our neighbors have bikes. It's so smart. They can get to and from the venue so quick. All you can really see is my bowl here. This is my late night snack last night. I'm waking up a little bit late. It's almost 10 a.m. But I feel like that's because I partied pretty hard last night. But now it's about that time where the car's turning into a furnace, so... A Tesla was not the move to camp at Coachella with, so every morning... I gotta climb out the window, not activate it to turn on.
Now, hold up. You crawling out the Tesla like the Grudge lady? Ma'am, do not do that at night. You might catch your elbow on accident. Cause y'all looking too similar for me. Ma'am, did you pay money to sleep in this Tesla with leather seats? Is that leather? Absolutely not. I know your butt is hot. If it was me, mine would be musty. This is a sauna seat in hot weather. I mean, it's an easy way to, lose some weight if that's what you're going for.
Everything's still turned back on anyway, even though I climbed through the windows. Today's the first day out here that we have mostly overcast weather, at least so far, and I'm very happy about it. Really, my goal for the day is to find any shade spot underneath my tent, but today it's mostly shaded. I was gonna get ready with baby wipes and everything, but honestly, I really want to shower. Okay, I got everything I need to shower. Outfit for the day, I'm wearing basically a bikini with this on top. Conditioner, shampoo, sunscreen, razor.
And wouldn't y'all be scared to I'd be a little scared to shave at Coachella in the public. Ma'am, hold off to the weekday. Ain't Coachella only on the weekends? Couldn't y'all shave before you get there so you don't gotta call a medic? Ain't no telling what's brewing up in them stalls. The first comment saying, I know Coachella stinks. Ouch, tough crowd. Another saying, I bet the car stank inside. I can't confirm nor deny. Another comment saying, there's no way Coachella is this worth it. Another saying, so this is your first shower in 4 days? I don't know, y'all. If they like it, I love it. So we gotta remember, people paid for this, and we all have free will to do what we want with our coins.
Got to Coachella. This is our campground. We are staying in a tent. My God, it is hot. It's 95 degrees out, no AC. We have, let me show you, 2 mattresses. We got some snacks, only our bare essentials that we can fit in here. The rest of our clothes are going to be in the car. 1 chair. And I think there's only 1 shower on this campground, so this is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be stinky ladies.
Oh my, I can smell the must. And I'm sorry I did you like this by pausing right here. And this is interesting because saying, POV, you paid to live in a 95-degree tent with no AC, 1 chair, and 2 toilets for 1 million people? Absolutely not. And she said, look, I just gotta read this in my best Coachella voice.
We really sad Coachella camping and ended up in survival mode. No AC, no space, everything in the car, and already sweating. Yeah, we're about to be smelly girl era. Wish us luck, because this is either a core member or a mistake. Hound Coachella.
And there's people asking, why wouldn't you bring a portable shower, fans, AC units like everyone else? Or even shade? Like, yeah, I didn't even notice She didn't have shade, did she? She said she flew out of state and could only fit so much in one bag. That's not a YOLO mentality. I don't know what is. Someone says, sounds like Woodstock in 1999. I did that at 40 years old. Another saying, I like camping, but not like this. And why do people go to this? It sounds miserable and expensive, very expensive. I don't really know if there's much reason to complain when you willingly pay to go to this sort of festival when you know what it is every year. But I think that's part of the experience people like, is the suck. Like, is that part of Coachella, like just embracing the suck with everybody else, and then it's worth paying the thousands of dollars? Now, a big part of Coachella is people doing Coachella camping tours. And I thought this would be interesting to see someone who ended up on the poor side of Coachella showing their first time.
Come tour our camping setup. In the front, we have these LED solar lights that we know which car is ours. We have our shower tent first. In our shower tent, we have these little blocks that way your feet don't get wet. Toilet, squatty potty. This is where the water comes out from the shower head. We have a light here. This is our water heater. These are towels, shower stuff, and of course, in a privacy tent. This is going to be the main entrance to our setup. This is our 2 doors. It says, "You're a girl boss." Richchella. Tapestries. We're sleeping in our car. That's like a blow up thing. We put a blanket over it. We put a tarp down with this mat. Those are just like our suitcases. Another tarp or tapestry of Justin Bieber. Clothing rack with our clothes. Another seat, mirror to get ready. This table on. We are so bougie. We have a freaking swamp cooler, like a portable AC unit. This is our Mr. fan that's also being charged. Portable battery. This is going to be our solar panels for that. Cooler underneath there. I am trying to stay healthy. This is a juice and blender.
Ma'am, how you end up on the poor side of Coachella? Like, y'all got the whole house here. And I'm gonna be honest, I like what they got going on. I think it was smart. They look like they planned everything. Now, I don't know how many days they finna be there, because y'all look like y'all setting up shop permanently. She said she had a juicer. Again, she is on the poor side of Coachella, I believe, because she's in a tent and she's doing the car camping. So, like, off top, if you're doing the car camping, they put you on the poor side of Coachella because you're not in the luxury villas and the influencer houses and getting sponsored by brands and all of that. You finessing something yourself, and I respect it. This might be a little bit more up normal people's speeds than rich side of Coachella.
We got some propane, a little grill going on here. More kitchen stuff here. And then this is like all of our essentials for the weekend. We have ibuprofen blisters, some little pain medication, little hot patches, nasal rinses, masks. And this is what it looks like, an overview. We also have these like LED lights here over the kitchen. Again, that light, if it's dark and we want something to eat, I don't know why. I'm so extra, but there it goes. It's bubbles.
Extra.
Oh, I forgot to show you. So we have this air mattress going on underneath here, right? That's the air mattress right there. And then we have these mattress foam topper for like cot beds, and then some sheets. Seriously, the comfiest thing ever. And then we have blackout windows, so that way we can sleep even in the morning time. And then also I hung up these string lights that are battery powered. Wow. We also came with a huge group. This is gonna be their area all the way down into there. But we thought we'd share our little portion of it. Are you happy with how everything turned out?
And I'm not even gonna lie, I think she did an amazing job. I don't know if she did all that herself, but she said they were first timers. I wouldn't have known. Ma'am would have thought you was an OG. The way that was set up, somebody gotta know how to camp in real life for that sort of setup. It was just very nice. 10s across the board, honestly. Because I believe for these little spaces right here to do the car camping, actually according to the Coachella website, it looks like what the most you might pay is $160. And I think that's for group car camping. So it might be cheaper, possibly $40, maybe more. I don't know what TOT means. And then some people also have the option to do the powered car camping. And this is essentially like car camping with a power outlet and access to an upgraded restroom and shower facility. But is that around $620? I don't know if this on the poor side of TikTok. I think many people might be getting something for $40 to $160 range. And I don't even know what the preferred front row car camping price was because it's sold out, and so is the preferred car camping, which is essentially probably you being in a preferred row of where you're camping, maybe so you don't have to walk as far or something like that. But nonetheless, I think this was pretty good. They're sleeping in the car, so they don't have to pay any Airbnbs, hotels, or any of that. And their setup was pretty nice. Only thing is, I heard Coachella can get kind of windy, it can get cold, and it also can get hot. So hopefully that fan is enough to keep them cool. Now, what's interesting is it says the search is poor side of Coachella. How she ended up there, because she outside. And another comment saying, I thought this was the rich side of Coachella. After doing some research, it's actually the opposite, which is quite sad because she did her thing with this. But if you look at the videos on Richchella, you'll understand why she ended up being categorized on TikTok as Poorchella. Many people saying, isn't Coachella like 4 days? Others saying,
No, Coachella was this serious.
oh yeah, it's that serious, so serious. You might see somebody out there doing some dishes.
I've also been getting a lot of questions on how we wash our pots and pans and how we do it. And we're camping, guys. Like, obviously you could wash it better at home, but if you wouldn't do it, just don't do it. But this is how we do it. We have this 5-gallon water here with a little dispenser. Obviously your soap, your pot, and a sponge. Turn it on, and just like at home, it comes out the faucet, just like this is a portable little faucet. So you just want to take everything up for some soap.
It looked clean to me.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
You get it clean, and there we have it, clean. We're gonna make tacos.
My only thing is I hope that they have somewhere safe to put the food and that they just eat all the tacos. I can't imagine having taco meat sitting out at a hot, dusty, funky Coachella and then going back hours later. Like, in my head, that first lady who was eating that sandwich, I just feel like it didn't look like she just got that sandwich. And the other food looked hot too. It looked like the crispiness on the kung pao chicken or whatever she had wasn't kung paoing no more. It looked a little soggy, and I don't like that for her. I'm scared. And I'm all for, hey, you're at Coachella, you're camping, you on Poorchella. You ain't got it like that. I get it. You gotta make something shake. You washing pans, cooking food. I'm for it actually, but it's hot, y'all. It's hot, which means your meat might be hot. I don't know if it's enough ice for what y'all out there finagling stuff. I don't want none of y'all to get a stomach bug. But ain't nothing wrong with washing a little pot to make some tacos. But here's the thing. A lot of people are like, hey, bro, nothing about Coachella seems appealing at all. And they're saying that, you know, because they just seen this lady outside washing pots. You see people crawling out their window. Ma'am, did your window work? I don't know. You crawled out like the grunge lady. That's what we do know. I know a lot of y'all are probably like, okay. What about the people who are walking to the stalls to use the restroom? Because you might gotta go. If you was eating chorizo and bean burritos at Coachella, it only makes sense, right? This is what that might look like.
Just in case anyone was wondering what it's like when you have to use the bathroom while you're car camping and it's 2 in the morning, it's windy as I'm literally like bracing myself up against this wind. It's freezing. I'm in full sweats. My nose is dripping. You have to sleep with a bandana on or else you'll just like breathe in all of the dust. Let me show you the dust.
What is that? Oh! It's a sandstorm. It's that windy. The rich side of Coachella and experience, are y'all on the same hemisphere? Y'all on District 12, and they over there like, let them eat cake. Like, I didn't see one sandstorm, not a bit of dust on the rich side of Coachella. So this is actually interesting because y'all are giving us the real experience. I love it, but I am curious what the appeal is. Somebody gotta let me know. Or are the artists that good? Or is it just because it's Coachella?
That's not smoke. That's dust. And we sleep in that. Okay, also after that treacherous journey that it took to get to the luxurious bathrooms that Coachella provides for the campers, let me show you what we're working with. I don't know how people live like this. I'm going mad.
But did you stay? Did you? Because if you, I'm not judging, maybe a little, maybe a little. Ma'am, just hover over it and pray. This looks like a nightmare, honestly. I hope y'all are having fun. But y'all look so miserable in District 12 Coachella. Like, Poorchella. Oh, let me see the comments.
Okay, good luck. I'ma scroll back to the rich side of Coachella. Coachella honestly sounds like an absolute nightmare.
This is the one. Someone said, and we sleep in that like the handcuffs that you can get out of, but you just choosing to be in it. Oh my. Yeah, that's accurate. And you know what? People are saying FOMO cured. Thank you, Diva. The comments are hilarious. Surviving Coachella, episode 1, season 1. I cannot. Another saying, the toilet. And I just was thinking to myself, it can't be that bad in the bathroom, right? And then I came across this video that says, you're poor at Coachella, so this is where you pee. Now, this don't look too bad okay, and it's a sign on the, I don't even know, what is that? But it actually started an interesting conversation saying, baby, anybody at Coachella is not poor because I don't even have the money to even go. If you're at Coachella, you're not poor, sis. And people were saying, hey, in the sink, is that where they going? I don't know. I got a lot of questions about the poor side of Coachella. Now, this is POV. The entire tent flew away at Coachella, and now we're homeless. Well, at least y'all got a good view. What in the world? The air mattress is just in the dark. Y'all stuff was getting blown over like the Three Little Pigs, and people over here talk about, is this the one? Why was everybody's tents in Poorchella getting blown over? She wasn't the only one. And what's interesting is someone said reposting in hopes a brand can help you, queen. And Fabletics replied with, we love what you did with the place. Diabolical. I just wanted to prove my point about what I was just saying about people's stuff getting blown over. This video here says, our neighbors just told us that our campsite collapsed at Coachella.
Our neighbors just told us that our campsite collapsed at Coachella. And we have to go see if it's actually just down on the ground. I did tell her to put the extra stakes in. So if our campsite is collapsed.
I accidentally was focused on the closet because I need a good outfit.
No survival instincts. Oh God, I mean, all you can do is laugh about it, I guess. Isn't one of the first things y'all should think about when you go somewhere is shelter? No, closet, clothes. That's very Coachella and on brand.
Yeah, well, your outfits are gonna be blowing all over the wind right now. Their tent is up. Oh my God, oh my God, that's our tent. That's our tent. Oh my God. We literally might miss Sabrina Carpenter, but.
Sabrina Carpenter. Ma'am, your house is flying by. You know, and who needs Sabrina Carpenter? You should have been over there with your friend talking about
Time is slipping away from me.
That's what I would have been saying. We don't need a Sabrina Carpenter. I would have had a whole musical. Seeing my tent at Coachella flying away on the poor side of Coachella. Oh my God.
Wait, this is our tent. Oh my God, it is collapsed, but it's still anchored in. Oh my God. Wow. Check her clothes. Yay. Our whole entire tent is like tipped over. This is crazy. Yeah, we definitely didn't leave it like this.
The obsession with clothes in Coachella is crazy. Oh gosh.
It is gone. I'm gonna pee my pants laughing so hard. I'm literally dying. Cassie put her tent down. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Look at the wind.
Oh my God, it's so windy. We're in it. We're in the thick of it. It's so windy. This is Elena's closet. It's very clearly like, and it's at a new angle. Our kitchen is under there, but I think it still works. Elena, what do you think? Yeah. Yeah? For sure. It's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm waiting for the appeal because I have now seen rich Coachella and poor Coachella. Everything ain't for everybody. So I just want to ask you all, is this something that you would be interested in? For me, this probably wouldn't be my thing, but I love that for all of y'all that want to go in the sandstorm in Kumbaya. Hey, do your thing. It is interesting to see what people are excited and ready to spend large amounts of money for year after year. Even if they are on the poor side of Coachella, it is not cheap, even for them. And if we're being honest, Coachella ain't nothing but a musty, dusty folk festival. Some of you agreed. Some of you were offended, but all of you paid attention. And while I have your attention, I need to show you something. Because there's two completely different versions of Coachella going on right now in 2026. One being called Poorchella, while the other one is called Richchella. And rich Coachella side of TikTok, we're seeing people spending luxury car money for one weekend at Coachella. You want to know what's even crazier than that? Some people aren't spending any money at all because they are being sent to Coachella from brands who are sponsoring them. They're getting put in villas and even getting paid to be at Coachella. And if you're wondering what Richchella looks like, oh, don't worry. You about to find out why it's given the name it was given.
How much does it cost to go to Coachella with receipt? Oh, obviously I am not a brand friendly influencer, so I had to pay for Coachella all on my own. And I'm going to Coachella with the entire Bop House, the assistants and stylists, so I had to get 12 tickets. We got 12 artist passes and a table at the main stage, and it ended up being $67,980. You guys know me, so obviously I booked a private jet, and a round trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,498. We originally had an Airbnb booked way in advance for $29,000, but they canceled on us 3 days before the event. So we had to book another Airbnb, and that total was $83,375. And as I said prior, I got a stylist, and all of the clothes that she got me ended up totaling to be $5,000. So the total cost for 3 days at Coachella is $198,845.86. Do you guys think this is worth it?
It's only worth it if you gonna get some money back. Like, just to be in the mix? No. Now, what does that say on the screen, y'all? $83,000 Coachella house tour? Let me see it.
We're doing a house tour of the $83,000 Airbnb I bought for 3 nights at Coachella. Oh, when you walk in, this is the main area. We're gonna start with the backyard, and then here is our big pool. Look at these slides. We got this big backyard, and we have this awesome TV over here, and we're gonna watch probably the Euphoria premiere tonight and eat In-N-Out. If you keep walking this way, there is a mini golf course. We have pickleball and volleyball, so whichever one. Besides all of this, we also have all these cute little activities over here. We have Connect 4, we have axe throwing, and just so much room to make content. It's so awesome. Now we're gonna go back inside and see everyone's messy bedrooms because Coachella's been a little hectic.
Girl, I don't even need to see no more. But for the people watching, I know a lot of y'all are probably like, what and why did you spend $83,000 on a house you do not own for Coachella? And we might need to see it through because she is asking the general public in the nasty streets of TikTok, do you think it was money well spent? Well, let me see. I'm going with no for now, but maybe she might change my mind.
First room is Summer and Aisha's, and let me just say,
It's very nasty.
Nasty's already saw. This is their room that they have. I'm pretty sure they're sleeping in that corner. Rose, you sleep in the corner. So when you exit their room and you go to the left, there's a surprise arcade room. Look at this. Pretty dark in here, but there's so many awesome poignées.
What do y'all need an arcade for if you're at Isn't Coachella the event? Now, rich folks, y'all be doing too much for me. I need y'all to focus on the task at hand.
We're gonna head to my bedroom, which is the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. Pretty big, but the bathroom is my favorite part. Look at this mirror. My horrific closet, which looks like that. And then there's this massive TV in here, and then look at this shirt. It's huge. And now we're gonna check out Aaliyah's room. Let's see. Hello, can we come in? Really clean in here.
Her room clean. Everybody else giving teenager.
You're clean. Oh my gosh. I want to check your bathroom.
Why
This is our stylist room, and you can definitely tell by the amount of clothes everywhere.
They said this is the stylist room. So there's really some rich Coachella stuff right here. A room for the stylist? Okay.
You can't even step without stepping on something. So this is just how it is for Coachella. Next room we're gonna check out is Joy's room. She's not here, so let's see what it's looking like.
I'm more surprised at the filth, the everything, everywhere. How long y'all been there? Not be judgmental. I'm just curious. Maybe I am judging a little bit. Let me be. She asked us what we thought, right? I think y'all need to take a break to clean. It's just a little, like, at least before we record, like all this money, where the housekeeper at? Like, rich talk. Y'all got all this money to be renting rooms and houses for $83,000 for 3 nights. By the way, 3 nights. Where the house cleaner at? Y'all got a stylist, not a broom in sight, lashes on the floor, makeup on the ground, dirty socks. It's house cleaner them, please. Now.
Pretty clean. And we have hype room. Hello. Hey, your room's so awesome and clean. And now we're gonna check out the Bop House assistant's room. Let's see.
Bop House assist.
Oh, okay. Just stuff everywhere, like every other room.
Now, I'm deceased. Almost every room except for 2 looks like a funk fest. And what's crazy is I didn't even see this video before I did the intro, and I said, Coachella ain't nothing but a musty, dusty funk fest. Look at what we're looking at. Now, I'm not saying that they're musty or dusty or funky. I'm saying the room looks like what I think about Coachella. That's what I will say. And I think Coachella smells like socks. From what it does look like, it smells like socks. Mothballs also, because a lot of people be thrifting, and I love to thrift. You know, when you get something that smells like mothballs, like I got this shirt from Goodwill a few days ago. It smelled like straight mothballs. That's how you know you did something right. So don't think I'm coming from a place that I'm like superior. I'm not. Somebody get a plastic bag, a hamper. This is a lot.
We're gonna check out Ava's room. She got the Coachella bug, so she's resting, but let's just peek.
What's the Coachella bug?
How are you feeling? If you need anything, let me know. We're going. That's it for the tour of our $83,000 Airbnb we got for 3 nights for Coachella. Let me know if you guys think it was worth it.
Absolutely not. I maybe could have got up there with you and seen what y'all was going for if it wasn't giving frat house. $83,000 better have come with a house cleaner, ma'am. And even with that, ain't enough house for $83,000 for 3 nights. 3, y'all. $83,000 could wipe out somebody's student loans right now. Some of y'all that got mortgages, that'll do it. About maybe a quarter of it, a quarter on a good day, man, for 3 nights. And I need to see the comments. And if y'all gonna say, Simone, that's not that bad, they got money, I can look at them and tell they young. I don't know how old they are. They look young. $83,000, I could live off that for a year. And I'm thinking about it from a business perspective. If I am the person who owns that Airbnb, I just hit a lick. I'm not working for the rest of the year. Out for these young whippersnappers. And you know what? I would love them to come stay in my house for $83,000 for 3 days. Just being honest. Now, the first comment says, why is it so awkward? And I thought it was a little interesting watching them all talk like, y'all are friends, right? But I digress. Other people saying that house was not worth $83,000 for 3 nights. I concur. And then more people talking about why is it awkward. Another comment saying, watch it from District 12. District 12 and out. Others saying, life is so unfair. More than 3 years worth of work for me, by the way. And another saying, if I had 10 million, I still wouldn't spend 80K on an Airbnb. And I'm gonna say this, if she's blessed enough to be able to spend this much money and not feel it, I love that. I'm glad that she's blessed enough to do so. I don't see that as a reason to get jealous. However, I do see why a lot of people watching these sort of videos online currently on the rich side of Coachella may be upset seeing stuff like this because of the political climate, the economical climate. Is that even a word? The economy. People struggling to have a job, to keep a job, to find a job. Gas is high. Food is high, and then you're watching people like this and you're just wondering what the heck. Honestly, that is what people are thinking. Like, it's almost surreal, but this is the reality of rich Coachella, rich talk, whatever you want to call it. And I want to say this, no matter what type of life you live, there's always something to be grateful for. So I don't want anyone to watch this video and build the nasty characteristic or trait of jealousy. Life is unfair. It is, but we get to dictate how we navigate through life. And I just hope that people who have more resources than other people can understand their perspectives as well. Whether you on the rich side of Coachella talk or the poor side. And don't worry, we gonna get there. But before we do, I can't confirm nor deny if any of these people are rich, if they're ballers, shot callers, but there were hints. There were hints that I was seeing. I think I'm on rich talk right now because she says, I spent $34,000 on Coachella. Now this to me isn't normal people activities. You're not going to convince me that. Somebody like me that shops at Goodwill and Ross from time to time if they have good fabric, that this is normal. There were signs.
I just spent $34,000 to go to Coachella weekend 2 because I had FOMO. Let's talk about it. Now I do realize a lot of you are gonna come for me, but at least listen to my explanation before. I'm so scared to make this video.
And then girl, you should be. You better come on here like a rich white woman. Was that too blunt? Oh, my intrusive thoughts take over, but I meant it. Girl, you better stand in it. Ain't no looking back.
Initially, I had a vacation booked for April, and because I've never been to Coachella, I was like, it's fine. Like, why would I go to Coachella when I could just enjoy myself in the sun? I really did no research on who was performing, what it was even gonna look like. Less than 5 days ago, I actually looked at who's performing, getting the biggest case of FOMO in my life. I booked it. Part of the reason why it's so expensive is because it is obviously really last minute, and my only argument is that it might be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's Bieberchella. What is the point of us making all of this money if we're not even gonna spend it? Outfit inspo, and if anyone has like any tips, because obviously I'm gonna be traveling alone, because I feel like my FOMO this time was so bad. And what am I actually doing? We're not gonna talk about my credit card right now, no, but I'm Canadian, so that price is in USD. I just have my fingers crossed that I don't get scammed by Airbnb. Anyone that lives in LA, if I potentially end up homeless, give me a home. Could have saved money in a tent, but like I don't camp, so if I want to save money, why would I be going? Most spontaneous thing I've done this year, and like people spend that much money on like designer bags, so if I'm spending it on an experience, who cares? And yes, I do have exams. I'll write it in the stay tuned for the rest of the week for this to either be the best or the most insane decision of my life. Okay, love you.
What did I just watch? What? Is you rich or ain't you rich? Because what do you mean? Credit card? I'm not saying rich people don't use a credit card. I'm saying you didn't sound confident that you was gonna pay it off. I'm allowed to think whatever I think, and that's how I'm feeling. She didn't sound confident, and I'm scared for you, ma'am. You and your eye patch. $34,000 for Coachella because you had FOMO? FOMO over Justin Bieber? Justin like, baby, baby, baby. What I'm thinking. No, Justin! If you watching this video, would you approve? Cause Justin gonna be fine after Coachella with him and his laptop and his little chair. I'm worried about y'all and the intrusive thoughts taking over. And ma'am, and then she said she don't camp. This is a lot. And I agree with one thing she said. Like, yeah, what are you going to do with the money that you work for, right? But context matters. The real question is there an emergency fund, retirement fund? Are your bills paid? Or is this all going on a credit card that you're going to try to figure out how to pay later, and then you say something like, well, what's the point of going to work if I can't live my life and go to Coachella? That is the bigger question, because the people we're seeing online on Richchella, they are living a different lifestyle than most people. And the FOMO is going to be the end of some of y'all. It really is. It's going to do you in. And the first comment here says, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. The first comment says, so 46.8K CAD? Oh my gosh. In Canadian dollar, is it worse? Lord have mercy. And y'all, she just posted this. She going on weekend 2. We on weekend 1 right now. And somebody said, make sure you make the most of it. She said, I'm going to try. You better. And you better do a darn good job too. For $34,000. Give it your all. Give it everything.
Almost $250,000 at Coachella this weekend, just on transportation. I was moving with a team of 12 people. So tickets, we got scammed on our first round of bands, which was like 27,000. Had to buy bands the day of, artist bands, that were like 10K to 12K each. So I bought 12 of them for our team. And then the house and just like all the miscellaneous. So almost 250,000. Was it worth it? Probably not. But do I regret it? Absolutely not. And now I might go to weekend 2. Yeah.
Now, this man said he spent 250K. So far, he takes the cake for anybody we've seen as far as spending money for Coachella. Total. Now, of course, the comments was eating him up. Waste of money. Money don't make you cool. Not a wise decision. Balling out of control. You know what? I want to see. I'm going to be nosy.
This is what $27,000 gets you at Coachella weekend. All right, so here we go. We got a pool, big pool. There. Got a big pool. They got the turnaround over there. Then we got the that outdoor grill. And we got the inside. Okay, we got master bedroom right here. Here's my favorite part. T-Rex head. Look at that T-Rex head. All right, then we go over here. What overly approved. Then we got the kitchen. We got a homeless guy. He came with the house and the kitchen. Then we got this in there. We got 3 cold bedrooms over here. We got 1 bedroom here. We got 1 bedroom here. We got 1 bed. Oh, we got another bedroom right there. And then, yeah, bedroom right there. So, got a bedroom right here. And then we got the washer dryer. So, yeah, welcome to my crib.
Sir, this is not your crib. This is a loaner. Respectfully. And this is a nice house. Boy, rich folks really like to blow some money. And y'all believe he's backstage. Is this Coachella? I don't know where he at. This looks like Coachella.
Everyone keeps asking why I'm not at Coachella or why I didn't go, and I just never had a reason to want to go. But if Justin Bieber performs his old music, which I'll find out tonight, I have a table on hold. It's only $37,500 for next Saturday for Coachella, and I get to like take 10 friends, which isn't bad at all. Maybe if one of my followers live in LA, I'll take them with me to go. I think it'll be fun. I just have to link my bank account and book it because they don't take credit cards. So I'm just waiting for tonight, and then I'm gonna send it or not send it.
Girl, I'm scared that you might be getting scammed. Have you not seen the last video? She said link her bank account. This is what I mean by the FOMO is going to do a lot of y'all in. And I'm not saying it's 1,000% a scam. I'm saying the scammers know y'all are thirsty, because they do. They know. I know. If I know, and I don't even do scams, I'm just a person with situational awareness, then they know. Which means if you don't know that they know, then you're a lick. And ma'am, $37,000, almost $38,000 to see Justin Bieber? Y'all are really that obsessed with Justin Bieber? Now, I think I seen Wale at Coachella. The dude doing No Flex Zone. I don't know if that was fake. Might have been. Not the point. I can't think of one artist that is worth $37,000. Justin Bieber is giving y'all beaver fever that bad. I'm scared. And I don't know what's gonna happen next weekend if this is how y'all act in the first week of Coachella. And somebody here said, I mean, if you break it down for 10 people, it's only $3,750 a person. It's not just only this if your life ain't taken care of. Can you imagine already being in debt, which most Americans are, and then you're like, it's only $3,750? Like, what's the big deal? More debt, more problems, more things you have to pay back. And in her case, if you're linking an account, that means she has it. That's why she's in the this is why she's part of the video. I need y'all to understand, even if you see other people doing this, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Because you don't know what they got, how they got it, when they got it, or even if they got it. Because everybody you watching is not providing you with their financial details. And then y'all are on here talking about some girl booking. He's playing old music too. And this is the one that's getting me. Acting like $37,000 is $37 is wild. I agree. 1,000%. And if it's only $37 to you or the equivalent, you know what? I truly think with all that's going on in the world, the last thing I would do is come online and tell people that I got it. Even if I did have it and was going to do this as a rich person, the average person watching this, watching you say these things, is probably just looking at you saying the audacity. There are some people that are like, oh, it's influential, it's aspirational, it makes me want to do these things. I need y'all to like sincerely just read the room. And I mean that in the nicest way. I don't even know how else to say it. I think a lot of y'all aren't aware of what other people are going through, and you make yourself an easy target. You just do. You make yourself an easy target. Do y'all know what it means to be green? Oh, okay. All right. And meanwhile, you have some people who, like I said, are spending money themselves, but then you have people like this. This looks like an influencer caught in the wild, wild west of Coachella, doing what influencers do at Coachella, telling us about who sent them to Coachella.
Last year, I got a free Dyson at Coachella. Let's see what's in store for this year. I pulled up to the Revolve gifting suite. There was the longest line ever. By the time I got in, most of the shelves were empty, but essentially this is a room filled with a bunch of products and all of them are free. You can take as much as you want. And there's so many good brands here. There was MAJ, Charlotte Tilbury, Kosas. It literally feels like you're in a dream. Like, how is this real? I restocked on some of my favorite products, and then there was literally diesel glasses just for free sitting there. So obviously I tried all of them on and picked out 2. This is so unreal. Like, I've been to so many gifting suites, but the fact that there's no limit on this one is kind of insane. To be honest, I already have so many products, so I actually grabbed a lot of stuff for you guys. I'm gonna do a giveaway at the end of this, but look at the room. It literally cleared out so fast. Then there was clothing and shoes. I grabbed a pair of Asics and I headed toward the clothing. There was honestly so many cute Coachella outfits. My day 3 outfit never arrived, so I was looking for a replacement on this adorable skirt. I ended up saving 5 things for myself, but everything else is going to be in the giveaway.
Now, the reason I wanted to show that is because I think there is 2 parts of Richchella, of what I consider Richchella. And part of that being The influencers, the ones that are being flown out by brands, and all of their stuff is being paid for. It gives off the impression that they are rich because they are showing the experience of somebody who is being spoiled, living a life of luxury, but on the dime of these brands who sent them to Coachella. But I want to point out many of them may also be regular people, but they are going to end up on my Richchella video, because what says luxury more than going somewhere luxury for free? Even if you're going back home to a cardboard box. And I'm not saying that they are, but that could be the case. Y'all wouldn't know that watching these videos what the deal is. It's all about what you're seeing right now, what they want you to see, what the brands want you to see. Do some of them mention the fact that their whole experience in Coachella is paid for, even their outfits? Yeah, there's been a lot of transparency about that. And by no means is this a knock at this creator. I'm just pointing out the reality that a lot of people who have FOMO may not be considering. So you don't rush out and get scammed trying to get tickets to go see Justin Bieber. Because I don't want that for none of y'all. Somebody is asking the appropriate questions. Wait, how is that free? And I love this response. I love it. Oh. And I want to say it in my Coachella voice.
When something is free, you are the product.
You was on point, you was on point. Okay. Another comment saying watching from District 12. And you see, even people who are sponsored are being perceived by the general public as living a luxury life in Coachella. Because if you're watching from District 12, you're like, hey, I'm watching from poor TikTok, poor Coachella talk. They think these people are rich. They got it for free. And here's another one. Why are they giving rich influencers who don't need this stuff for free? Now, a lot of them might be rich. A lot of them might not. Point is, you don't know. We didn't get a Carfax. So another comment saying this is so dystopian. Others saying they should have danced their A's off in 2020 because they want to be at Coachella to go see Justin Bieber and get sponsored by brands. Others saying this makes me sick. Another saying, imagine if they did this for people in need instead. For example, in a homeless shelter. Other comments saying, meanwhile, we can't afford gas. This is so out of touch. It's unbelievable. The rich is getting richer. But this is the one I think is probably one of my favorite comments. Coachella always highlights the insane wealth gap, but this year, this is especially dystopian. Oh, this person saying, I'm 60K in student loan debt. You know, like, I can understand where people are coming from. I want to show this because this is Safari Coachella room. Now, this is a luxury room that may be around $20,000. Before I even show you all how much that might be, I'm on the official Coachella website. These are the suites that are currently available for weekend 2, because weekend 1 is already over. This is how much a single day suite costs. $42,000. Actually, $42,500. Already sold out, by the way, for April 17th. Then you have the weekend suite. That is $80,000. You know what you get with this? It says at the top, Coachella is officially sold out. A veranda suite is your way in. I don't even know if I said that right. Don't care. Reserve an elevated suite for your group with an artist guest pass, premium perks, exclusive access, and ultimate comfort. Limited reservations available. What's interesting is week 2 is not here yet. This is sold out, and this is also sold out. So let's just go to April 18th. Let's see, is that sold out? I'm just curious at this point. Oh, that's sold out too. It's currently April 15th, by the way. Let's see if April 19th is sold out. Oh, that everything is sold out. No suites available. So this is one of the rooms that is currently sold out. This is a Safari Coachella room.
All right, guys, so we're back at Safari Camping. This is my second time doing it. This time we got the cabana, so I'm going to show you guys what the cabana looks like. So it comes with a mirror, a clothes rack, same one as last year. I think it's all the same stuff. Haven't really seen many videos on TikTok about the cabanas. So same stuff as last year. It comes with a fridge. The nightstands are a little bit different. And the little AC unit, it doesn't really do much, by the way. I remember getting a lot of questions about that last year. I was gonna see the difference in the cabana versus the tent to see if the air stayed better inside. So far it feels exactly the same, so it still feels pretty hot in here. The AC unit doesn't do much. So last year we did go to Home Depot to buy a second AC unit, so we're probably gonna do that again.
Now, as much as y'all are spending on Richchella, Rich Coachella, for this not to be working properly and y'all still having to go to Home Depot is crazy. And ma'am, I see the cracks, the walls. the cracks. That's why it's not insulated. The air that is coming out from this is going out.
It comes with some towels. Unfortunately, only 2 pillows. So this one also, you can only have 1 bed. So I'm probably gonna get questions about that. Only 2 people can sleep in here. I think they allow 4, but you would have to put like bring your own air mattresses or something like that. So only 1 bed fits in the cabanas versus the tents. 2 beds fit in there. With the safari camping, you get the artist guest wristband, so that's the main selling point about safari.
And you know what's interesting is people are in the comments saying, there's no way this is $19,000. Please tell me you're joking. No, it's not that bad, y'all. It says it clearly lists on the website that it starts somewhere at 9.5 thousand. Okay. People are saying the daylight peeking through the walls. Oh my gosh. And no exaggeration, people are paying $50 for noodles and fries at Coachella. And if you're thinking to yourself, that's criminal, people are also saying the food is undercooked. Some even claiming that they got food poisoning. Yeah, this ain't just a music festival anymore. This has to be a social experiment. And I think we need to take a deeper look into Poorchella.
Nah, what the, ew.
And I don't even want to look at this on my screen. She had to experience this in real life. Look at the chicken, y'all. It is raw. That is raw. It says on the screen, when I eat Dave's hot chicken at Coachella and the saxophones keep getting louder. First of all, fried food in festival, probably not the best choice, but this is inexcusable. This is criminal. And I just gotta see the comments. Now, this person said, I was waiting all day and then this happens to me at Coachella at Dave's Hot Chicken. So they added Dave's Hot Chicken. And looky here. Well. Who do we see in the comments? Talking about, please check your DMs. Nah! We want to see you handle this in real time, because what is that? And oh, the creator, the person who made the video who got this raw looking chicken, said they sent me a $100 gift card. It wouldn't even cover the meal 2 times. How much is the Dave's Hot Chicken at Coachella? I just know y'all out there getting robbed. I don't even need to see it. And then they said, oh, it was $58 for 2 small meals at Dave's Hot Chicken at Coachella. Y'all, they running amok on the concert goers at Coachella right now. Are y'all okay? I need to know. They said, this is Dave's Hot, allegedly. Delete this. Please check your DMs. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna slide you a couple dollars. Don't tell nobody about what we got going on. And then they out here saying you went to Salmonella, like Coachella, Salmonella. 2026. Nah, Dave's Hot. This isn't a good look. Please check your DMs. It's given here, dang. Be quiet. Talk too much. And Dave's Hot, I'm gonna let y'all live for right now. And I said to myself, how much could it cost if they just wanted to wash down that horrible experience of allegedly eating raw chicken? And what better way to do that than with some good old H2O?
How much would it cost to get a bottle of water at Coachella? Well, guys, apparently Coachella sells the most expensive food out of all the festivals in the world, so I'm actually really curious about their water. Now, this is the situation of the people. As you can see, it's ram-packed. I feel like people don't show this side of Coachella, but let's just go get some water. Hi, how much would a bottle of water be? It's $8.70. The water bottle was actually $9 because I did do a cheeky tip. I know, I'm just too nice. And now we are going to be refilling it at this station.
She tipped on a water bottle that she had to buy? Generous. Okay,
hopefully it's good, the water. I presume you just push it? Yeah. Hey, water, earth, fire. Air. Comment down below if you guys know that reference. Coachella water secured, $9.70. Let's try it. Okay, definitely filtered water, fresh from the Atlantic Ocean. I'd rate this a 10 out of 10 because I love water. Alice, do you like it? Yay!
And what's interesting is we are talking about one of the most basic necessities, water, being $8. Now, I will say this. I do like that it's refillable. I don't know how long y'all are holding on to them bottles with all the frolicking everybody's doing, but I digress. Now, there are comments saying water should be free. What the heck are you tipping them for? $9 for a bottle of water is genuinely outrageous. outrageous. And would it even be Coachella if we didn't see videos saying that people are spending crazy money at Nobu? This video right here says they spent $800 at Nobu at Coachella and they have no regrets. And I don't see nothing but a bunch of sushi. What's interesting is what the person who created this video said. They said,
oh my gosh, new Coachella tradition. We will 100% be back next year, worth every penny.
even the $800 for the Nobu, I can't confirm nor deny. But ma'am, they saying they watch it from District 12, you in District 1. Others saying $800 to eat $40 worth of sushi. Now, every year people make a big deal about Nobu. I'm starting to think it's one of those bucket list places or a place that people just dream about going, because every year people are talking about reservations that they made in advance to get to Nobu. And that's the one spot that everybody seems to want to go to have an upscale experience at Coachella. And then again, you have multiple comments talking about the fact that some people are saying they can't afford groceries or gas, but congrats to them. And in this economy, this is out of touch, but we grew up poor, right? And from the looks of it, many people online don't like the display of wealth just being blown at Coachella.
So now that we have adult money, we're gonna experience the Nobu Omakase at Coachella.
Oh, hold on. Nobu tenders, $36. Is it out the bag? Is it in a frozen bag? We already talked about how Cisco is in bed with a lot of these restaurants. I hope that's not the case. Ooh, $30. Truffle parm fries. Wagyu sushi, $60. Shaved truffle, $100. Wagyu tachikaki. What is that? $120. Mochi? I don't know. $15. Caviar tacos, $40. Caviar bumps, I don't like the way that got a ring to it, and not in a good way, but it's $25. Caviar hand roll, $150.
First course, edamame. Second course, yellowtail jalapeno. A little sake. Salmon dry miso. Baked crab hand roll. Spicy tuna cut roll. And an assortment of nigiri. Raw shrimp tempura. Baked crab hand roll.
I have to pause it and say one thing. I always think whenever we watch the videos and people constantly are just like, blah, 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 and like, maybe they're food influencers. Maybe that's why they're at Coachella. Actually, that's on brand if that's the case. But if not, I genuinely be like, do y'all like the food? Because if I really like some food, I don't want to talk to you. My mouth is full.
It was expensive, but totally worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
She said it wasn't worth it, and she said it was. Well, how much did you spend?
There's no monetary value on memories, okay?
Your friend don't seem to think so. Oh, I see why now. She said, would you pay $375 to eat at Nobu at Coachella? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Was that it? And why do y'all want raw fish in the desert? Somebody make it make sense. And I understand this is probably in a air-regulated, structured place in Coachella. Still no. Raw fish. Y'all are brave. Y'all taking chances. And they said they're really giving you imitation crab for $375. I can't confirm nor deny. I don't know what they're eating. Others saying Coachella is really a social experiment for those who will spend the most unnecessary money. Nobu is overrated. Well, she looks happy at least. She's just down for the ride, I guess. Now, I love a good taco. And this gentleman seems to be at a taco truck. So, 4 tacos, corn cup, and 1 horchata. Let's see how much that is.
Yes.
70.69. Look at his face. He's like, excuse me, come again? He did a double take. No way. No way the horchata is $25. For those of y'all that don't know, this is the horchata. They might have different flavors. And if so, I love that for the people there. I love this drink. $25? My. Wow. She said she just hungry. He's shocked. He looked mad. He like, y'all getting down. It better be good too. I want to see the plate. I want to see it. And I want to see authentic Mexican food. The dinner, $80 for 2. No way. No, look. I almost gagged. There's no way we're serious. This look like ground beef. I'm not even trying to be funny. It does look like ground beef. I used to give my dog a little fried ground beef every now and then, mixed with some rice. That looked more flavorful than this. Get this off my screen. Are y'all for real? Where the cilantro? No onion? Not even the jalapeno pepper? Not a fried, grilled pepper? Nothing? Where's the green sauce? An avocado? I don't even see cheese on here. You know, not that y'all need cheese at Coachella, because why would you do that? But you need to go to jail. Jail, I'm sorry. This gives lazy, in my opinion. I've got done in by too many Mexican food trucks. Some of them was good, some of them was doing stuff like this. And I always thought to myself, have y'all no shame? Have you no shame? Do you know I'm a human being with feelings? Because my appetite is plagued after this meal. This is one of those plates where I actually might hand it back. Because for $80, what do you mean? He don't look happy. That's not a satisfied customer.
Thank you.
Sir, absolutely not. And then they gotta sit and eat this in the dark. No, the mood is dark. The mood is dark because the food ain't lit. The only light we getting in this moment is from the stage from whoever performing over there in Coachella. This would have blew my lid. I'm upset for him. And he said at least Coachella Bay is happy. Do y'all know each other? I hope so. Anyway, because that kind of sounded like when somebody say like Work Bay or something. I don't know. Coachella Bay? Simone focus. If she enjoyed that food, I got questions. The taste buds. Are they there? Are they at Coachella with us? Ma'am, we don't have to say we like everything, even if we paid $70. And they said $70, no cilantro, no lemon. Yeah, they even have a lemon on there. Other comments saying, I don't feel bad for anyone who chooses to pay these prices. Others saying, am I the only one who thinks that Coachella is a joke? And this is the one. You just paid for the 10 pounds of taco meat. Yeah, and I understand that the vendors gotta get their money too. They're probably getting charged to be at Coachella in the first place, which might reflect the inflated prices that we see with the vendors at Coachella. But for $80, y'all better do better than that. This is Coachella, not this ain't the little leagues.
Everything I ate at Coachella.
On day one, I got orange chicken. You could get it with rice, but I just wanted the orange chicken.
Just bang bang noodles. They're really good.
That's almost $30. Okay.
And now trying Prince Street Pizza. I've heard actually so much about this. Noodles were so good, but we need more. Amazing, thank you.
$21 USD for 2 slices of pizza. Huh? Oh, gosh. It's worse than I thought. Do it got a cheese pool at least? Is it? Please.
It's so thick. I will get the teriyaki chicken broccoli bowl. Thank you so much.
$26.10. What is this? It looked nice though, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I just got this broccoli rice bowl. It literally looks so yummy. Rice is literally pink.
It looked good.
That's really yum.
And I like that she showed the prices for everything and actually showed the food. Cause yeah, I'm judging. Yeah. And this is the one part of Coachella that I think if I went, this would be the activity I do. As a fellow foodie, I enjoy watching y'all go to Coachella and show what y'all are eating. I truly feel food is a universal language. We all might not see eye to eye when it comes to a lot of stuff, but we can typically agree when it comes to flavor, especially food prices. Now, other people are taken back as well. Oh my gosh, $30 for 2 pieces of pizza is wild. People saying it wasn't even too bad until you got the pizza in the broccoli bowl. Food looks yummy. Those prices though, hectic. And the prices are insane.
It is 8:10. We walked around a little bit, went to the absolute party, and now we were eating on the ground and have a little picnic. We got the island noodles that were around like $23. There's like a portion of them and they're really good. And while we waited in line for those, I got the carne asada fries and they were $28. Not that much, but not that much of a portion, but they were really good as well. And I think we're gonna eat this, chill out for a little bit, and then maybe try to see Sabrina and Disclosure, but I'll keep you guys updated.
So total, she spent $51 for noodles and fries with some meat. That's what it, asada fries with meat. And I'm glad she at least said the food was good. Coachella price is just busting heads wide open. And a lot of people are saying this is just crazy. Others saying this is the content, so refreshing. And others saying I'm invested, please keep going. You know what? I am too. I love watching Poorchella. And I'm glad she did a day two where she showed us what else she paid for.
Okay, so it is 7:06. It's really loud because we're next to a tent, but we're sitting down and eating, which I feel like happens a lot at Coachella, just like sitting and waiting. And honestly, it's really relaxing, right? We have a baked potato, a $28 baked potato.
Nah, you lost me. You lost me with this one. I was trying to even let the carne asada fries slide. So I said, maybe they got some grilled meat. A $28 baked potato. What is in is it lobster? That would make sense. I better not see butter, cheese, and chives, and that's it. And it better not be cheap meat. I don't want to see a lick of ham. Get it out now. No, we need to investigate this. This is criminal.
Like, if there's one thing about me, I'm gonna get a baked potato. I also love Wendy's baked potatoes. But honestly, I'm having fun. The weather is perfect.
I don't care.
Gorgeous out.
Ma'am, we want to see the potato. What is on his plate? Where's the meat? And you better have it like Arby's. Or you're gonna make me mad. For $28 for a baked potato, ma'am, I don't care how much you love Wendy's. This is Coachella.
And I feel like when you don't put pressure on the experience, it actually makes it fun. We're about to watch Somber and then I think The Strokes and Justin Bieber. So I'll keep you updated.
No, the update I need is what's on the dang potato. Am I the only one? Y'all talking about music. I ain't heard people talking about music this whole time. We here for the food festivities. I gotta rewind. Video acting up.
Right?
And I had to do all this to get back here. So y'all doing everything but showing the food. Let me see. What is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is that salmon? What is that pink stuff? What is that? No, what is that? I can't make it out. And what is this? Is that chorizo? Sausage maybe? Lord have mercy. Y'all know potatoes are one of the cheapest things you can get from the grocery store. That's why I'm taken back. And we need to talk about the pizza at Coachella, where large amounts of people were reporting that they allegedly got food poisoning. Yeah, food poisoning at Coachella from the pizza. So I said to myself, I gotta at least look at a few of these deeper to inspect the pizza. Maybe it'll make sense.
How much does food cost at Coachella? Well, guys, we're gonna find out because guess what? Your girl is actually so hungry right now. And right in front of me, there are so many different food vendors. Oh my gosh, so many options. Italian ice, chicken or vegetables, flavors of East Africa. Now listen, okay, guys, as much as I want to try these noodles, the pizza's calling me. And I don't normally have pizza when I'm out, but like, there's something about American pizza that I just need to have it. Bruh, $11.
$11.
Hi, can I try the Eat a Peach one, please? Yeah. Thank you. Amazing, thank you so much. Yeah, and here it is. My mouth is actually salivating. It's never salivated this much in my life. And lo and behold, here is the pizza.
It better be good.
Do you see the amount of grease there is, bro? Do you see the amount of grease there is?
Man, why does it look like there's hair on the edge? What is that? I can already tell this ain't about to go well. This is definitely not a cheese pool type pizza situation we have here. This is an abomination. Fix it, please, immediately.
Do you see the amount of grease there is, bruh? Welcome to America. It's cold. It's not made fresh at all. And instantly when that pizza entered my mouth, I just felt oil and grease. 3.5 out of 10. You know what would cheer me up though, guys? If you guys want to watch.
She said it was a 3.4 out of 10. And it's cold, not fresh, which is very interesting because regulating food temperatures at a concert would be important if you don't want people to get sick, possibly. But what do I know? I'm no expert. But the two pizza videos that I've seen so far, in this video, both of the people said either the pizza was stale or it was cold, giving it horrible ratings. And y'all, I came across this article from the New York Post, and it says this: outrageous $25 pizza slice at Coachella is allegedly making people seriously ill. They are naming it Poorchella. I can't confirm nor deny what is going on with the pizza. This is all alleged. But in the article, it says revealers claim they have fallen ill after attending the 2026 music festival this weekend, with many blaming their stomach issues on the overpriced pizza from one of the vendors, which I don't want to name who the vendor is, because again, this is alleged. And it says here, the rumor is hundreds of people are sick at Coachella from the $25 pizza.
So I tried for the first time yesterday at Coachella. Now I'm finding out that other people felt sick afterwards, and I felt so queasy afterward, and I had to go to the porta potty. So that's how you know it was really, really bad. I was so desperate that I had to go in the porta potty. I went into Coachella, I ate the pizza, and then I had to go back to the shuttle stop to get something from the car. And the shuttle yesterday was a mess, so it took forever. And not only was it a really, really long ride, but the bathroom in the shuttle was broken. So when I finally got off the shuttle, I had to use the porta potties walking towards the festival, not even inside the festival. So now I'm finding out that other people got sick from I think I'll never eat it again.
Just imagine you paid thousands of dollars to go to Coachella in 2026 just to feel like you're fighting for your life. I'm talking about people getting hurt, cars catching on fire, and situations you probably wouldn't think are going on at one of the world's most expensive festivals. We've talked about the money, the influencers, even the food, but nobody is really talking about how dangerous it got for many people at Coachella. Welcome to Dangerchella, where it can get ugly before it gets beautiful. And as we can see here, POV, Justin Bieber wasn't the only thing on fire tonight. So was my car? What do you mean? Oh, is that on fire? And just imagine you just left the Justin Bieber set to smell smoke. And where there's smoke, there's fire. And then you see this, and all you can say to yourself is, I hope my car is nowhere near this. And the person that posted this video says, see you next year, Coachella, but with a new car. RIP to my baby girl. Pound Coachella, pound Bieberchella. With comments saying this.
Thanks for making me park further the next day.
How selfish. Imagine you're out of a car and people are mad they had to park further. Tough crowd. And what is up with all the cars catching on fire in the Coachella parking lot? It's giving danger. Watch your back. Because it's another one, y'all. And this comment says, they should have paid people a living wage. Joking, joking, joking. Too soon, y'all, too soon. For those of y'all who know, my. Another comment saying, be careful, people. 10 car fires happened week 1 and week 2. There's people tampering with cars? I hope not. Because why are all the cars catching on fire? Another one, y'all. And I'm just showing y'all in real time. These are different cars, different fires. This is the fireman, no Little Wayne, and they out here putting out a fire. They said, whose black truck on N809? Your truck is on fire. Now, this was in the daytime, and I'm glad that they were there and able to put out the fires before it ended up spreading to other vehicles, because a strong possibility something like that can happen. Now, y'all done had the firemen come out and the sheriff. Now, this is the side of Coachella that I think a lot of people doesn't even know is going on. It's the dangerous side. There's a comment that says, y'all, do not leave anything battery powered in your car in the heat. Thought this was common sense. Now, I don't know why these fires were happening at Coachella, but that is food for thought for next year at least. Another comment saying, every video on my FYP makes Coachella look more like a nightmare. And this is the one I really thought y'all would really love is, yo, I thought the tree situation was bad. And you might be saying to yourself, Simone, what is the tree situation? Well, I'm not privy to this. Don't worry, I got you. This says here, a tree collapsed on us at Coachella. I wish I was lying. I wish it was AI, but it's not.
We need to come back from this other side.
This is our friend stuck underneath the canopy. Day 0, we're all hanging out underneath her canopy, and I heard some cracking, and pretty much a large portion of the tree collapsed and fell exactly on top of our campsite. We were all struck by the tree, and both the girls I was with were pinned down underneath this. Me and a police officer that showed up had to pull out our friend who was sitting right here. As you can see, there's also a large stick that almost stabbed her, but this was where she was supposed to sleep, which got completely impaled by a lot of the canopy. Yeah, this is the aftermath. What that looks like, and my car almost also got scratched right here. Our campsite was destroyed, obviously, but they moved us to Safari and upgraded our wristbands. Right after it happened, paramedics showed up and were asking the girls questions if they were okay. Also, the next day, all of our stuff was still there. They said they were going to clean it up, and a lot of our things were still underneath everything. And this happened around 10 p.m., so it was very dark, and we had to scavenge what we could. The campsite next to us also did get destroyed. Luckily, there was no one in it, though.
Coachella gets more and more interesting every video I do. I promise you. And I need to know what y'all would have did if the tree fell on your campsite, especially if you were actively in the campsite when it fell. What would you do? What would you expect Coachella to do? Because it says here in the first comment, they upgraded you hoping you don't sue. Can't confirm nor deny. Another person saying the fun thing about suing Coachella is they can afford it. Ooh. Lawyers allegedly chiming in saying, as a lawyer, you can sue. Trust me, you can sue. Another person said, forget all that. Give me Coachella VIP tickets for life. Others chiming in saying Coachella is responsible for checking the property to make sure it's safe, including checking the trees with maintenance. And if they don't have records of that, good luck. And now there's a slew of comments saying Suchella, lawsuit full in order. And I can't quite keep up because Coachella, I done gave y'all a lot of names this year, but at this point, it's given Strangerchella because it says here POV, when we find a stranger in our camp.
Babe, I don't know. Do you need help up? Come on, girl. Yeah, let's see if everything's here.
You know what I'm saying? The roof, they're in here ransacking our stuff.
Are you sure you don't want water?
They getting stuff out her hair.
Get her water. Yeah, we found a friend here. What's your name, babe?
What's your name is wild. So right now we have to worry about, and this is just what we've covered so far, paying high amounts of money for Coachella tickets. Okay, got you. Expensive fair food, got you. Trees falling on people at Coachella. Okay, well wait, cars catching on fire. The roof isn't on fire, the cars are. Okay, got you. And then you gotta worry about a stranger in your tent. I'm still trying to understand why so many people are happily going to Coachella, and then y'all out here picking the tumbleweeds out this lady here who is mysteriously in your camp. And good thing, she's calm, she's just taking a nap. But can you imagine if she didn't have that sort of energy? This is why you're in Dangerchella, because everybody ain't gonna be like that when they wake up. Stranger danger is still a thing, even when you're an adult. And I'm glad she didn't catch an elbow to the eye, and everybody embraced her with warm embrace when she opened up her eyes. But I also know that could go left, more left than two left shoes. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, because people here are saying she needed better friends, and I'm glad that they found her. Others saying, if you see people like that, help them. They are so vulnerable. You're in danger, ma'am. Now that's what we need to talk about. You stumbled in some people's campground at Coachella. Mind you, everybody might be a little tipsy under the devil juice, you know, if you get what I mean. You don't have an idea where you are. Everybody's hot, exhausted, slightly throwed, and you just on the ground. I need y'all to really think about, and I don't want to say too much, think about why this is dangerous. And ma'am, you do look vulnerable. And I mean that in the most serious way. I hope she don't never do nothing like this again. And where are your friends? Now I got questions about them too. Do you even have friends? And if you don't have any friends, man, why is you in these folks' tent, waking up on the floor? And the sun is up, mind you. So was everybody asleep and then they just woke up and she was on the ground? And how long have you been there? Whew, it's too much. Now y'all are over here in the comments talking about laughing my butt off. She did it big, son. This is not the type of doing it big y'all want to do. This is not the flex TikTok is making it seem. I know y'all are having fun at Coachella, but I want y'all to be aware, because leaving Coachella, I want you to leave better than you came in, not worse. And in situations like what we're seeing here on the screen, this right here, it can leave you leaving worse if you end up in the wrong tent. Y'all get what I'm trying. If you end up in the wrong tent, you're gonna be on Dangerchella for one. You're in Dangerchella, you're in the danger zone. This is not a game. Don't leave Coachella with the wrong life-changing experience, okay? And I love y'all enough to tell y'all the truth. Ain't nothing funny about this. I'm looking for the joke. I don't see it. You know who else wouldn't think something like this is a joke? If this goes wrong, you, okay? If you gotta move as a unit, move as a unit. Everybody, you come together, you leave together. That's how you stay out of Dangerchella. Actually watch this video next year and see the stuff that's going on in Dangerchella this year. And don't do it, just don't do it, okay? And ma'am, you about to have my blood pressure high. I gotta get you up off my screen because I don't like this. Get her up. And then you got people over here on the not so glamorous side of Coachella. This is what they experience it over there.
Oh my God, I almost impaled my eyeball with this thing.
Now, at this point, take me out the game because I ain't trying to play. Because you take the wrong move, you gonna catch a pole to your face. Oh my Dr. Seuss. I love it when that happens. But I digress.
Oh my God,
And who set this up? Because you're fired. You don't have a job anymore. Your services no longer needed. Actually, where's the instruction manual? Because I know it didn't say to do this. This is a hazard. Some of y'all gonna leave Coachella looking like Slick Rick with the eye patch, okay? Lisa Left Eye Lopez. R.I.P. to her, but you was finna be her twin. Y'all was about to be twins. And I'm glad he avoided this Final Destination 2.0 catastrophe and that he doesn't have to go see an optometrist. I'm actually glad. I know on the poor side of Coachella, people gotta make something shake. I understand that. Y'all take out the instruction manuals, please, please. Because if I was your friend, I'd be like, why you trying to take me out? Do you hate me? Before he walked up to that, her right here, she should be like, duh, get low. Where's the warning? Because I'm like, do y'all not know that this pole is just sticking out? Anyway, and then we look over here, this tent collapsed on the ground. Luckily, nobody looks like they were in that one, like how allegedly some of the people were in the tree video that fell on them. And I care about your eyesight, for sure. But some of y'all are risking it at Coachella, and it better not be for Justin Bieber.
Put a finger down if you're going to Poorchella weekend too and you're like down bad right now, because why do I literally have a purple eye? But it's making me nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also like breaking out.
I need to see the eye. Ma'am, how bad is it? How bad?
But it's...
Ma'am, please go see somebody. All this for Justin Bieber? Ma'am, do you have a sty? No, I'm being serious because I done caught a sty in my eye before. It didn't turn purple. Like, she looked like she caught an elbow, maybe. I don't know. I know it gets rowdy at these concerts, especially about people rushing to the front of, people be rushing to the front of the stage. This could be an infection. Dust particles flying everywhere, tumbleweeds. We don't know what this is.
Making me nervous.
Then she said it's making her nervous. Ma'am, you making us nervous for you. Like, what is the plan to see Justin Bieber? Like, to hold this compress over your eye while you sing along to his songs? I feel really bad. Because again, y'all, you have to remember, people spent thousands of dollars for this event. This is like the biggest music festival of the year and one of the most expensive. I think it is the most expensive of the year. And I need to know, would you pack it up and leave, or are you going to stay with a black purple eye? You know what else I say danger to? The concert goers who were obsessed with Justin Bieber, because this is what one TikToker says people did in order to secure their spots for Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber! This is the main stage, and everybody ran for it when the gates opened. The gates just opened at 1.
Right.
And there was a stampede, and then people got trampled over. It was crazy. Guys, we're ready. Here we go.
You know, and people, they just got stampeded over. Nothing abnormal about getting stampeded over for Justin Bieber. No. Perfectly fine. Nothing to see here. And if you're wondering how long did they have to wait here to be in the front to see Justin Bieber? All day. All day. I'm talking like 10 hours, y'all. Where they use the bathroom? Beyond me. Because I would assume when you leave opportunity for your spot to get took. I don't know what they did. Did they go on the ground? I wasn't there, can't confirm nor deny. I'm scared. Is the ground the bathroom? Let's continue.
Not the sprinklers being on and everyone's campsite is getting wet.
Look how high it goes.
That's insane.
Why are the sprinklers on?
Oh my God.
The sprinklers might be going off because all the cars catching on fire. I don't know. Maybe somebody can't cook. I know a lot of y'all can't boil water. You gonna mess that up. No shade. Then you get to Coachella being brave, talking about we gonna grill and y'all out there cooking burritos and don't know how to cook, they said, don't worry about it. You getting a free shower because a lot of people is at Coachella with nothing but vibes and wipes. That's it. Now, this man is showing his car got damaged at Coachella, and it looks like he got a broken windshield. And what, did something fall on your car? Did a tree hit it? I don't know what that was. It honestly looks like somebody scratched it up, like right here. And he's saying here, PSA to Coachella campers, please put some weights, sandbags, stakes on your canopy, because I did, and this happened because someone else didn't. So he's saying essentially, y'all don't know how to set up the campground, which is what I was saying earlier about the guy who almost took a pole to his face. Y'all gotta watch a tutorial or something. All these YouTube videos on here for free. Tighten up, practice. Y'all got a year until next year because now y'all done scratched up this man's Tesla, allegedly. And they're saying here, a Tesla Model Y windshield can be expensive. So sorry this happened to you in your car. Others saying, look, I hope you got their insurance. Who you gonna run to? Escape? He probably doesn't even know who did it. Hopefully he does though. But others saying this event is not it. And I didn't even consider the car damage, even with the people car camping. So I'm actually glad that he brought this up. It's just another aspect of Coachella you really have to think about. You end up trying to save money because you see the rich side of Coachella and you're like, no, I'm gonna do the car camping. I'm be on the post side. And you go park your car and sleep in it for days. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. You're saving money just for you to have to end up spending money for your deductible if your car gets damaged. So proceed with caution. People are saying this could be around $1,500. Can't confirm nor deny. Another person saying, oh my gosh, someone dented my car door with their door. I cried all morning. Others saying, secure your tent. Our winds are strong. That's why I was thinking when the tents were flying. Tents were flying left and right, y'all. And tents were flying because they're at Coachella. As you can see, the people here freezing, shivering because the winds. They said it gets cold at night, and then you know what else can happen when it's cold at night and you're not used to it being cold at night, or you didn't know it was going to be cold at night. You can get sick because you're cold at night. Hypothermia. Hello. Not a jacket in sight. Y'all got on muscle shirts and your best thrifted outfit. And I've been loving the outfits. That's not the point. Hot during the day, cold during the night. Danger for you if you're unprepared.
We're at the artist viewing area of Justin Bieber, where we have an exclusive flood. The crowd. Have you ever seen exclusivity like this? Reporting live on the ground.
Y'all, he said this is exclusive. This is the VIP artist pass.
Yes.
And what you would think is if you got the artist pass or a VIP pass, that you would have an exclusive access to whatever Coachella performer is performing. But as you can see, they are packed in here like sardines. Sardines! And they paid good money for this, by the way. Lots of money for an artist pass, because that's what it says that he has to be packed. Very interesting. Is that safe? I don't know. I'm sure Coachella did the numbers and figured out, hey, how many people can we fit here with the VIP artist pass? So this person here is saying they ended up getting the wristbands for the artist section only to end up leaving because not only was it insanely packed, but the vibes were terrible. Nobody dancing / singing, quite literally just standing there during the first 2 songs. Others saying, this low-key looks dangerous. Well, that is why they're on Dangerchella. I can see the vision. And he even said, we felt that way too. So we went to general admission. So they left where they actually paid for their exclusive passes to go to general admission because they felt it was low-key dangerous. Very interesting, very telling too. And people are saying, very exclusive. VIP. Indeed. Others saying, I'm still not over this. And he's saying, same, honestly, they're traumatized. Others thinking this is hilarious and saying the artist area was insanely packed this year. Ooh, and the locals throwing shade at y'all saying, we locals love your money. And honestly, you end up in the rich side of Coachella just because you have the artist pass. But then when you see stuff like this, it is giving general admission. It is. Because why is it so packed? And somebody got to call it out. The Justin Bieber fans are obsessed. And there's no way that we can mention Coachella in 2026 without mentioning the pure frenzy that is Bieberchella. And if you're saying to yourself, Simone,
what is Bieberchella.
Hold up. I got you. Now, Bieberchella isn't an official term. It's an internet nickname that people started using during Coachella 2026 because Justin Bieber was performing. So the fans essentially seen it as a Justin Bieber takeover at Coachella. Now, where this whole thing gets interesting is we start to see what people are willing to do to see Justin Bieber at Coachella. And honestly, some people were willing to risk it all financially.
And a lot of you guys keep asking me to do a price breakdown video of everything that I spent in order to go both weekends, which I normally would never do, but I am going to tell you guys. However, you have to promise me that you will not cancel me. These numbers that I'm about to say are absolutely ridiculous. I know that these were some of the most stupid financial decisions I probably could ever make, and my business managers are going to be so pissed when they find out.
Ma'am, you already done stated this was a bad financial decision, but honestly, hopefully she's an influencer, so at least we can make it make sense. And ma'am, what the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
Cause is he breathing? He ain't blunk an eye since we started the video. Anyway, let me focus.
His excuses are most definitely girl math, but I am his #1 fan, and anytime he announces a show, I just am always so fearful that it's gonna be the last show that he ever does, and I would never forgive myself if I missed it. Obviously, first thing I purchased for my passes, I did purchase an artist pass for weekend 1 and 2. Weekend 1, it was $3,000. Weekend 2, it was $3,500. Purchased parking passes for both weekends. I will say they were definitely a lot more expensive than I expected to be paying for parking, but weekend 1 was $600. Weekend 2 was $800. For weekend 1, I was actually partnering with Bentley. They gave me a car to borrow for the weekend, so I didn't have to pay for gas or anything like that. For weekend 1, I stayed in a hotel and I booked it about a week in advance, so prices were definitely higher than I expected. And it was the last hotel in India, which is where the actual festival is. A lot of people think it's in Palm Springs, but that's like 45 minutes away. I wanted to stay in the closest hotel possible to the actual festival, so it was about 10 minutes away. It was $5,000 to stay there from Thursday till Sunday. I will say it was one of the biggest hotel rooms I've ever stayed in my life. It was huge, but it was so beyond overpriced. But weekend 2, I actually was in Arizona the night before, so I flew from Arizona to Palm Springs, and I think my flight was like $150 or something. It honestly wasn't bad. I was supposed to pick up a rental car in Palm Springs. It was going to be $65 per day, and I was going to drive that car back to the Burbank airport, which is where my car was parked. However, my driver's license is expired. I didn't realize that until I was trying to rent the car, and they would not let me get it. So I had to get an Uber to pick up my wristbands, which was $200 to get to pick up my wristbands and then get dropped off at my friend's Airbnb. I was also a little stressed because I obviously spent $800 on a parking pass that I could not use if I didn't have a car. So I was like, listen, I already spent so much money on this parking pass. I'll drive all of us if you guys want to go together, so that way we can at least get there for free. For weekend 2, my plan was always to just go for Saturday so that I could literally just see Justin's performance. I did plan on spending the night in Indio Saturday night and then making my way back to LA on Sunday, but since I wasn't driving myself anymore, I was like, I just want to get home and get out of here. Unfortunately, I lost $1,500 because I never once made it to my hotel for weekend 2, and it was non-refundable. But have you ever had a moment where you're just like, I need to be home now? Like, nothing can stop me from me getting into my bed. That's just the mood that I was in after Justin. I'd essentially been awake for 2 days straight. I was so exhausted, so I spent $600 to get an Uber from Palm Springs back to LA. I'm honestly just disgusted with myself, and that makes the grand total of how much I spent to go to Coachella both weekends $15,000. I know, you guys. But I obviously understand how privileged I am, and I'm just so beyond grateful that I was able to do this, because as a Bieber fan since day one, like, this is everything I wanted and more, and that truly does make it worth it in my eyes, as ridiculous as this all sounds.
All for Justin Bieber, by the way. This is according to her. You talking about Bieber fever? $15K for Justin Bieber. Now, I know it's a lot of Justin Bieber fans watching out there, and a lot of y'all ready to go into debt, use buy now, pay later, Klarna, take out loans, pull out the equity in your house, and make your husband go mow some extra grass on the weekends so you can go see Justin Bieber. But I need to know, for 15 grand to see Justin Bieber, is it ever that deep? Because the stuff that I've been seeing, y'all been on TikTok crying, boo-hoo sobbing, snot coming out the nose, not a tissue or a Kleenex in sight, and I'm concerned. And I feel like this might be a test run. That's why I'm concerned. After seeing how obsessed some people are with Justin Bieber, I wouldn't be shocked to see a concert or some projected concert dates be released, and to see some of y'all Bieber fans out here willing to do something strange for a little piece of change. Because it says here, my bank account is hurting, but my heart is still on cloud 9. Pound Justin Bieber, pound Bieberchella, pound Coachella. And after paying 15 grand, ma'am, forget Justin, I'm turning into Omarion because I got an icebox where my heart used to be. After paying 15 grand? What? Now the people in the comments saying the way I would pay off literally my car loan and my credit card in a month of my rent. Another comment saying the $600 Uber is sending me. And somebody here said even the puppy is disappointed. I hope he just taking a nap because he looks sedated. Anyway, now after I read this on the screen, I already knew that this next clip was going to be bad. And I'm scared to watch it because it currently has 3.1 million views on TikTok currently. And it says here on the screen, my friend after Coachella night 1 realizing she hates it, but she needs to stay for Justin Bieber. You know what this reminds me of? The phrase, what would you do for a Klondike bar? But instead, what would you do for Justin Bieber?
Love Justin Bieber so much. I'm so upset. What do we do?
Ma'am, you're not a hostage. I just am still trying to understand. And excuse me, but I do find it a little comical that y'all went to the desert on purpose to go see Justin Bieber and you're crying. Ma'am, because this is you, by the way, in 4K. You again, by the way, on purpose for Justin Bieber. And if you like it, I love it. But y'all paid money to do this. You gotta see it through. And the reason I really wanted to show this is the people who quote unquote even really want to be there, even the biggest Justin Bieber fans, because I'm going to assume that she's a big Justin Bieber fan. This is what y'all are giving us on TikTok for memories of Coachella or Bieberchella 2026. Y'all don't even look happy. And this is what you've been waiting for since you was 12. Many of y'all paid thousands of dollars. I am confused. And her friends over here talking about,
Can you tell it's her first Coachella? Pound Bieberchella.
what's getting me is the comment saying, y'all aren't even camping. What's the problem? She doesn't like a comfy bed with the AC. And that's a great point. Has she not seen the poor side of Coachella? Because the people that are really thrifty, that are out there car camping, man, they ain't got no AC. And gas is high right now. You in a hotel crying about Justin Bieber? First world problems. Oh, I don't know. But somebody here saying it has nothing to do with her current living situation. It has everything to do with the vibe and culture, the crowds. You mean the other overly obsessed fans of Justin Bieber? I don't know. Another comment saying, no, like Coachella is not fun. Other people telling her, hey, she's at Coachella. I need her to lock the F in. Others saying Coachella is not for the weak. Y'all, I wanted to show people running towards the barricade at 6 a.m. for Justin Bieber. And they said it was 100% worth it according to the caption of this video. Running through a barricade at 6 a.m. for Justin Bieber, next level pandemonium. I know y'all ain't drink enough water for this. Now, one of the things that I like to point out whenever we're talking about trends is FOMO. Now, if we look here on this video, it says April 18th, 2026. Can we just buy tickets for Bieberchella just in time?
I've done a lot of type B things in my life, but this is officially the craziest. It is currently 6:09 p.m. in LA. I'm gonna drive to Coachella Valley right now, and my friend and I are gonna see if we can get tickets to Bieberchella last minute from someone selling outside the venue because they want to leave. I have a full overnight bag packed, as well as like 10 outfits for tomorrow, day 3, in case we do successfully buy wristbands and we decide to stay in a random motel overnight. Let's see if we even get to the venue by like 9ish, because Justin Bieber's set I think starts at around 11.
Ma'am, so you and your friend devised a scheme.
A scheme that Todd set up.
It wasn't set up by Todd. It was set up by this lady right here to go to Coachella with no wristband and essentially beg outside the venue for a ticket. Now, this is next level FOMO. But I will say this, she's dedicated, but it just goes to show how far y'all will take it for Justin Bieber, for Bieberchella. She got clothes packed, and just in case somebody says yes, just like, okay, I was already ready. And where do people got all this time all of a sudden? Did y'all like use PTO from your job? Like, do y'all got a job, right? I'm not saying she don't got a job. I'm saying this lines up with jobless activities. It does. I really hope she is able to do it though. I gotta see it now.
I've never had to pack all my stuff as quickly as I just did. That's why I'm so out of breath. And I currently have on a very random outfit and assortment of accessories. I feel like it doesn't matter though, because we will have missed daylight. Like, it's already golden hour. FOMO is such a disease, and I've never really had it until this year's Coachella set with Justin Bieber. But this time the FOMO was so bad. And here's the thing, I genuinely feel like this is a perk of living in LA. Yes, it's a long drive, but if you know me, if you've watched my weekend vlog videos, you already know. I never had a car or drove until I moved here. Like, I transited everywhere, so to just have a car is a huge privilege, and I'm gonna use it to my advantage in situations like this. I don't care. In these situations though, you also have to be okay with it not working out.
Water in your car.
Yes, of course. Wait, you look so cute! We're an hour and 10 out from Palm Desert doing makeup in the car. I just called my friend who has done this before, and she gave us some tips. We're back at the car. We did not get in. We did try every method. There were a lot of people that were trying to do what we were doing. No one was reselling their wristband. Everyone was like, nope, I'm coming back tomorrow, which is super fair. Type B did not work out this time.
I am so confused. She just said that there was a bunch of other people trying to do what she did. I didn't even know. The thirst is real. Oh my word. And so this is, she's saying, they was at Coachella, not Bieberchella, all the way back home watching. This is Justin Bieber here on the screen from YouTube. I think I'm more shocked to hear what was going on outside the venue, that there was more like her. There was more with this plot. And I just want to know, what amount do you think would have got somebody inside of Coachella to sell their wristbands to somebody that's outside of Coachella? And what price do you think they were willing to pay? Because if there was a bunch of them outside, again, we have a supply and demand issue here. And as I state in most of the videos, when that is the case, it's going to go to the highest bidder, because none of y'all don't need to be at Coachella for Justin Bieber. You know what? Do I need to go to Coachella next year just to get a wristband and be like, you know what? I need to see. About to make me some money. It might be the play, because I didn't know this is what y'all do for a wristband. But I know y'all really doing it for Justin Bieber. That's really what it's about. So they watching Justin Bieber singing in the car all the way home. Baby on the chain. Wait, she got the baby O chain on. Okay, bedazzle. It says POV, you're watching Justin Bieber come on Coachella, and this person is at the house, y'all. They're at the house watching Justin Bieber, y'all.
I can say it.
Dad, I want to hear his voice.
She told her, is that her dad? She told her dad, shush, silence. I want to hear Justin Bieber's voice. How dare you speak when King Justin is talking? That's okay. And he just over there, look at his face. Just, you got it. Oh my, is she okay?
Mom, look at the crowd.
Oh gosh, she's crying. She's turning red. Oh, y'all, this is what I mean. Girl, get it together. Oh, is she all right? Is she okay? Look, YouTube, you not finna get me, because I don't know what Justin Bieber song is playing right now, but look at she's turning so red. She's almost as red as her shirt, honestly. Is she? Oh. I don't think she'll be okay. And this is why I'm scared that a lot of you would take it too far. Do I think this person here would take it too far? Absolutely. Are you crazy? Absolutely. I think some of the Justin Bieber fans are gonna boo-hoo cry. And they wouldn't think twice about cornering it up. Why would they think about it twice? Look at her. You know what? I'm glad you're happy, ma'am. Enjoy your little Justin Bieber bops. But I gotta see what else other people say in the comments. Now, someone said, Mom, she's loved him since she was 10. For context, I'm 28 this year. I love you at Justin Bieber, pound, Bieberchella. And I knew she was 28 because she was tatted up. And then the comments say, I literally have no understanding of this level of obsession. People are saying, because you weren't there. Ma'am, some of us was there and we still don't understand. Y'all, everybody has their thing though. That's okay. That is okay. Now, people are also asking, are you serious or is this a joke? Grown woman, by the way. Dead serious. And I get it. And others saying, same, girl. Same. And this is someone said this pissed me right off. Like, why is people get pissed off? And they said they have secondhand embarrassment. Hey, I'm just reading the comments, but this one is most interesting. The fact that this isn't even an overreaction, you think not? Different strokes for different folks. Ma'am, you look like you need my inhaler. I'm not there to give it to you, but I hope you're okay. And the poor dad, he just got put on hush mode and just had to sit on the couch. Oh, be quiet. Don't speak unless spoken to. This woman right here is actually listening to Justin Bieber live from Coachella week 1, I believe. And this is her reaction. It says, I'm sorry, JB, but this is the most money I've dropped on Coachella in 10 years. You better do more next weekend because what the heck? And what's interesting about this is she said this is the most money she's dropped on Coachella in the past 10 years. Not only are we dealing with inflation, I can only imagine how much Coachella prices have been inflated over 10 years. But I digress, unless she's going for free. Now, from the looks of her face, she doesn't really sound like she's too happy about what she's seen in week 1. The discourse online had the internet divided because a lot of people are like, hey, we're spending a lot of money to go see Justin Bieber, Bieberchella. We've been waiting since we were 10 for this moment, and he's on the laptop in a chair. I digress. So from the Justin Bieber fans, they seemed happy online from his performance. And they felt, even though he was in a chair singing, pulling up old YouTube videos that he was singing karaoke style in his chair, and his voice sounded amazing, they felt that was an intimate moment that a lot of other people just don't understand, and it was worth every penny. And this is what I mean. This comment here, she captioned this low-key pissed me off. Pound Justin Bieber, pound Coachella. And people are like, hey, what do you mean? This was a masterpiece. The old songs, watching YouTube with us, him singing along to his old songs, he seemed so genuinely happy. It's not clocking to you? Is it not clocking to you? What's not clocking? And that reminds me of that Justin Bieber meme where he's like, what did he say? Something like, is it not clocking that I'm standing on business?
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
And then the people is coming for this. They was coming for this lady's wristband, saying, "You must not be a true fan. Give me your wristband. I'll go back for week 2 and actually have the time of my life again." Others saying it was about emotional growth. He gave a real moment, not just a show. And OG fans felt that. And I'm gonna say this: I think what Justin Bieber did might have been the equivalent to what Frank Ocean did during his Coachella performance. A lot of people felt it was very vulnerable, heartfelt, and that's what the fans felt. They were there. I wasn't there. I'm just over here reading the comments, the people arguing online. But from what it looks like on the outside looking in, that's how it seems. And then I think what's going to end up happening is probably years later, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that was the best moment ever, and people weren't appreciative. But I can still understand why people might have higher hopes if they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. But then nobody tell y'all to do all that. Didn't nobody tell you to go out there, go in debt, trying to figure out how you're going to pay your light bill, worrying about a bus pass, your maintenance light is on in your car, and you at Coachella talking about some Bieberchella. That was a choice. It's a choicella. Choicechella.
We are ready. It is 11:05 and this is currently the wait for Bieber. Here it is.
11:05?
Oh my god.
He didn't go on until like 9 at night, right? Or something like that. Y'all, they're out there at 11 in the morning. They're just, look, why you laid out like Patrick Star with an umbrella, with a pink umbrella? What is going on at Coachella? The socks. This is a lot. This is what everybody was willing to do for Justin Bieber. I just got a show, 11 in the morning.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They're moving us back here behind the little fence. Guys, we made it through ADA and this is insane.
Look at how many people are there just so early, and there's no shade. Oh, there's no shade. They don't got, oh, no hats, no umbrellas.
Oh my god. I'm not running. My friend's at the front. 122. Makeup is coming off. Can't do it, guys. There's also like no Wi-Fi over there. So I'm probably gonna post this and I'm not gonna post part 2 until, I don't know, tomorrow or some
I don't know.
So her phone probably died waiting all day for Justin Bieber. Hot, makeup melting off. It's just interesting to see that this is what people pay thousands of dollars for. And this is the poor side of Coachella. If y'all know, look, I don't make the rules. Y'all made the rules, but she on the poor side of Coachella, her and her hot dog. You'd be curious, like, why do people wear makeup at Coachella if it's going to melt off and you're going to wipe it, like how she literally wiped it? Ma'am, you didn't even need it either because your skin looks fine, looks the same. But I digress, leading people to say this actually looks like torture. I hope you're having fun. All for Justin Bieber, by the way. Man.
When I went to Coachella and told you guys Justin Bieber was the worst performer, y'all got really mad at me. And it was because I didn't give you guys an explanation. So I'm going to tell you guys why I thought he was the absolute worst performer. Like, it was bad. Like, I was irritated. Mind you, this is coming from a person that, like, is literally entertained by everything and anything. It was so bad.
Ma'am, they finna drag you. You might have a point, but they're obsessed. I'm scared. I want to hear her, though. Because we can hear different perspectives that we don't agree with as people. Just understand everybody has a different opinion. All right? Everybody's not going to think the same.
I was so bored. And I know it wasn't just me because the people that I was around looked so utterly bored. I was like literally not even 10 minutes into the performance. People were like slithering through the crowd, leaving. At least where I was at, people were leaving, people were bored, people were saying that they're bored, like waiting for the concert to get good. Like, people were leaving and bored. In the beginning of the concert, he was playing the worst songs imaginable. I don't know if it was like his unreleased songs or like his new songs, but he was playing these super boring, slow songs. Everybody was just looking at each other, looking confused. Everybody was confused because they was like, what is in my ear right? Like, no one knew the words, no one was singing, everyone was bored. It was super slow songs. In the beginning of a concert performance or whatever, you're supposed to get the crowd hyped. Like, if he started the performance with one of his like older songs, like baby, babe, like one of his older iconic songs, that would have been lit. But he started the performance with these slow songs that nobody knew. And so by the time he played the bangers, everybody was bored and half the people already left. And when he was playing the bangers, he literally he screenshot his YouTube from his laptop, put it on the big screen, and he was just playing the songs from YouTube. No backup dancers, no performance. He was just playing YouTube videos on the performance. Hello, this is Coachella. I was looking at the crowd. There was at least 50,000 people in that crowd. 50,000 people waiting for a banger performance. And you just playing YouTube? No backup there, no performance, no nothing. There was no excitement, just YouTube playing in the back.
Now, to be fair, I thought he did that from what I can understand because he might not own the rights to that. That's what a lot of people are saying online. So he was playing it through YouTube. Can't confirm nor deny, but I'm gonna let her finish.
This is Coachella. Every performance that I watched before Justin Bieber had sick dancers, sick visuals. Justin Bieber's visuals was YouTube, the background. That was it. Like, how disappointing. I was so disappointed. I was so irritated. Me and my friend Maddie that came with me, we were so disappointed. We were so irritated. We left early. Everybody was so excited to see him and got like the biggest letdown ever. That was the matter of fact, that wasn't even the worst performance at Coachella. That was the worst performance that I have ever been to in life. I've been to so many concerts in my life. Justin Bieber ended up being the worst, which is so disappointing because you're Justin Bieber. Like, I was expecting to be blown away. No, that was awful. That was awful. It was so bad.
And I just need to see the comments. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Y'all chime in down below. People are saying here, that's the thing, he didn't perform. I mean, they like in the comments. Others saying most of the people hating didn't even go to Coachella. Others saying him the whole time. I don't even know, what is this? Somebody that understands Chinese, Japanese, tell me what that is because I don't know what that is. Others saying, baby, he was horrible. Golly. Others saying, Justin Bieber, lock in. Y'all hating, but y'all know she right. And this one saying, as much as I can understand the message he was trying to convey through his performance, I think we should all understand that Coachella is expensive at the end of the day, and that people came here to see an extravagant performance. And I think that's why a lot of people were upset. And the fact that they're calling it Poorchella here is interesting. Oh my gosh. I honestly thought that they would be eating her up in the comments, but they're not. They're just liking it and agreeing. So I guess this is the group of people who didn't like the Poorchella performance, and probably didn't think it was worth all that money at Coachella, but I digress. Coachella 2027 is already selling out $10,000 tickets before it even starts. And everybody this year was financing Coachella like it was a car payment. Klarna, credit cards, payment plans, going into life-changing debt for one weekend. At this point, we have to talk about the one thing nobody wants to admit. Coachella is no longer just expensive, it's financed. So welcome to Debtchella. And while we've been over here giving you Brochella, Richchella, Foodchella, Dangerchella, even Bieberchella, this is what Coachella was actively up to as Coachella 2026 is going on.
I literally am still sick from weekend one. Like, you can hear it, and they're hitting us with this.
Now, hold on. This deserves a pause. It says here, not Coachella getting greedy too, but I digress. It says here Coachella is from April 9th to 11th and the 16th through the 18th of 2027. But what does that say here? The advance sale begins Friday, May 1st at 11 a.m. Don't worry, we're going to get to it.
You couldn't even wait a month.
No.
And I've decided that I'm gonna do both Chella next year. So I have a week before I have to put this money down. Girl, I'm gonna do the payment plan on both weekends, girl. Try and secure artist passes, but I'm buying the tickets just to buy them. So you're telling me I have 1 week? You couldn't even wait a month. Greedy. Give me a break.
I want to say that I'm shocked, but I'm not. I'm not. Because if we haven't learned one thing from this series of covering Coachella this year is that people will risk it all. They'll risk it all to be at Coachella. And then you over here talking about some...
Like, give me a break. My wallet hurt. Pound Coachella.
Absolutely no. This is a choice. And we need to go a little bit deeper. Now, right now, we are on the official Coachella website. The tickets go on sale the 1st of May. But this is the part that's getting me. It says $49 down with a payment plan. Can't wait. Just can't wait for Coachella. Buy a hotel package now. So what's happening is a lot of people are like, Coachella, we don't want to wait till May 1st. Are you crazy? We're gonna buy the hotel package now in order to get the tickets. So let me show you what's going on. Now, you know you gotta read the fine print, and you know y'all don't like to read the fine print, but don't worry, that's why I'm here. That's what I like to do. And it says here, bundle hotel and passes. What does this say? Pair your festival passes with a local hotel or resort to make all the planning easy. Plus, add a shuttle bus for easy transportation. You can purchase this now, okay? And then it goes into also the 2027 payment plan. And it says lock in. You can lock in the lowest price now. Pay just $49 down at checkout, then split the rest into equal payments through January 2027. Y'all, they even got the merch here for the 2026 Coachella in case you missed it at the festival. This is according to them. They said it can find its way right to your front door. But first, we want to get into the bundle hotel and passes, right? So let's just go to Safari Camping. And it says here that Safari Camping is Coachella's best kept secret. Why? It says here, nestled just behind the main festival grounds, the Safari Campground offers something truly special. Climate controlled, fully furnished accommodations surrounded by swaying palms. Y'all, they saying that y'all got some trees and stunning mountain views are just the start. Elevate your weekend with golf cart rides between stages, private parking right next to the campgrounds, air-conditioned bathrooms and showers, morning and late night eats, a cool lounge to unwind in, concierge service, and so much more. Okay, that ain't what I'm here for. I want to know how much is it? Now, this is a look at the Safari Camping. This is what it looks like from the outside. But here we have something that says book now. And you know what? As we scroll down, the first cabana option is this, right? For weekend one, sold out. So, y'all already done Klarna'd it up, split it into 4, got the credit card with the highest limit to go ahead and throw these Coachella tickets on there already. Let me tell you what it says. At least it still has the price up. And I was mad when I found out this was already sold out, because usually when I try to go back and see what the original price was, when something sells out on the Coachella site, I can't see it. I can't see it. But it says here for weekend one Safari Camping or a cabana tent, the prices are from $1,875 per person per night. That's important because a lot of people want to put multiple people in the tents in safari camping. You're still paying $1,875 per person per night. Every night you're there. But let me continue. Now it says here in the finest of print that I can barely see, because Coachella, why do y'all have this so small? We got to take out the magnifying glass. Prices are based on 2 people sharing $15,000 total. So the total for this is $15,000. And I'm glad it's showing y'all what it looks like on the inside, because I've been doing videos trying to give y'all a good idea. Here's another picture from the outside. It's a tent, air conditioned from what it says here. That's another look of one from the outside. And this is the back of another. Now, what's interesting is you have to pay attention. It says safari camping or cabana tent. So they done thrown both of the pictures in here. I don't know what you gonna get if you pay $15,000, but if I see this for $15,000, and I've been doing coverage of Coachella this year, people were saying, hey, it's hot. People was going to Home Depot talking about they need some AC, and the AC should have been right for $15,000 plus an additional $1,800 per day per person. I better be on froze when I leave, but I digress. Then we're gonna go down to weekend 2. I'm already noticing one other thing. It's already sold out. Yes, y'all sold out weekend 1 and weekend 2 for the safari camping or the cabana tent. But for weekend 2, it was cheaper. It was $1,500 per night per person for weekend 2, around a $300 difference from weekend 1 here, as we can see. And again, the price is based on 2 people sharing. And this week for weekend 2 has been sold out for $12,000 total for this. Both of these tents or cabanas are for a 4-night stay, fully furnished. And as of right now, and it's April 24th, the platinum services, for those seeking exclusive access, it says it ain't available yet. But what's interesting is the one thing that has already been released, which was the safari camping, is already sold out. Unbelievable. And again, everything else is not available for purchase yet until May 1st. But what I do want to point out is this little tab right here that I know a lot of y'all aren't going to read, but this is the most interesting part. It says here, flexible payment. Buy now, pay later. We're off to a rough start. It says lock in your spot with 6 even payments. And don't wait. Availability is limited. And you know, would it even be good marketing if you thought you had time? But I digress. They said, get ready for an unbelievable weekend. Now, more info, yes, I would like to know more. What's interesting about this right here is it says, are payment plans available for hotel packages? And it says here, yes, you can break up the cost of any hotel package by taking advantage of our payment plan at the time of purchase. Split up your payments into 6 equal payments. The payment plan option must be selected during the checkout process and cannot be applied after an order has been submitted, and there is a $50 fee to join the payment plan. Okay, so you're gonna off top pay $50 to split this up into them 6 equal payments. And it goes on to say, only one credit card, oh gosh, only one credit card can be used to make the initial payment, and that card will automatically be charged for all future installments. If the credit card on file needs to be updated for future installments, it's telling you got to log into Coachella Hospitality account to do so. And it says here what happens if you miss a payment. If a scheduled installment payment fails, your card will be recharged after 7 days. If it fails again, a third attempt will occur 7 days after that. And failure to complete payment plan installations will result in the cancellation of your package and is subject to a $50 item restocking fee, no exceptions. You are responsible for managing your payment plan and verifying charges on your credit card and bank statements. And then it goes on to talk about our payment plans available for Safari and the resort at Coachella packages. And mind you all, we just discussed how Safari for 2027 is already sold out. But I'm nosy. Was it available? And it says no. Payment plans are only available for hotel packages. Now you're probably thinking, Simone, why are you getting hyped about that? if no payment plans were available for hotel packages, the people who spent the $15,000, the $12,000, whatever they just spent on the safari camping that is already sold out for 2027, either had the money or they put that on a credit card as debt. We are in a financing crisis when it comes to Coachella. And Billboard.com posted this article April 10th of 2026. It says here, as concert ticket prices soar, more than half of Coachella general admission attendees are buying tickets through payment plans. Going on to say, with prices for live music going through the roof, fans are turning to payment plans as interest-free ways to pay for their festival tickets. That is very interesting because that likely was not the case for those Safari Coachella tickets. And I had to do some more research because Billboard wanted me to make a subscription or something to end up reading that article. I was not. But this AOL article says around 60% of Coachella's ticket buyers used buy now, pay later as their payment method. Now, this was last year when this happened. And originally it says here in a new report published by Billboard on April 17th, that was 2025. The studies found that of the 80,000 plus attendees at the music festival, roughly 60% used a payment plan to afford their tickets.
So obviously everything right now is Coachella, Coachella, Coachella. I'm like, I have to go to Coachella next year. Like I literally have no other option. I have to go, right? So then I'm like, done, I'm going. But then I hear such mixed reviews because like I don't really care to be in a shuttle for like 3 hours. Like no one does, obviously, right? But the lineup is like insane. Like you're never gonna get a lineup like that anywhere else. But then I see videos and the crowd's not even dancing, and then like you miss acts, and then like getting home is like 3 hours. And I am not a rager like that. Like I don't care. Like I want to be able to get home. Like I'm not camping, right? So then I'm like, do I go to Coachella or am I just being influenced? Do you know what I mean? Like is it what everyone makes it up to be? But like I can't die.
Ma'am, I feel you've fallen for the propaganda because you don't even sound like the type to be out there with the tumbleweeds. You don't even sound excited. You don't even know if you want to go, but you're like, I need to go. Like, why do you feel you need to go somewhere that you seem so unsure about? It's the Coachella FOMO doing a lot of y'all in. Y'all seen the lineup this year. You were like,
Oh my gosh, Justin Bieber, Bieberchella, once in a lifetime experience.
y'all don't know who's headlining next year. So I don't even know what she's talking about the lineup. Nobody knows. People are making predictions on TikTok about who they think is going to be at Coachella. Nothing has been released. It's not on the Coachella website. So I would say, yes, you've been successfully influenced. I mean, it's not too late, but Coachella got some of y'all in a chokehold this year.
But then the other part of me is like, and like deep down, like I know Ultra is my dream festival, and like catch me working at Ultra one day, but like I'm like, do I go to Coachella though? Because like I'm like in my 20s and I'm like, it's Coachella and like I love LA, but Ultra, like I just feel like the vibe is better and like everyone's there for the sets and stuff, and I just feel like Coachella's like so influencer heavy, but then I'm like, catch me thinking I'm a influencer when I'm there too, so like to say anything. But like, I don't know. And then I'm like, there's Lollapalooza and stuff, but like John Summit, bro, if you know, like Martin Garrix, like Dom Dollar and stuff, but like I've seen them before. So then I'm like, is that me being silly, like going to Ultra? And like, what if like Miley Cyrus and like McRae and Ray and Zara Larson and stuff, who are like rumored to headline Coachella next year. But then I don't want to be in the back of the mosh. I can't even see the screens. Like I can watch it at home, but then it's not the same. Like it's, and like I don't want to be in that shuttle bus for like 40 years. I don't know, first world problems, okay? Like,
yeah.
Someone, please tell me what to do and I'll be convinced.
That's already a problem in my humble opinion, that you need somebody else to tell you what to do with expensive concerts, expensive music festivals. You waiting on TikTok to give you a sign and influence you. Clearly, they already did the work. And that's kind of scary that y'all need to be convinced by strangers. Ma'am, you sound like what she said, a Lollapalooza fan, whatever that was that she was talking about. Coachella don't seem like yo jam. No toast. And that's okay. A lot of y'all are trying to force it. And then spending thousands of dollars while trying to force something that we have been showing. Many of y'all don't like the experience of. And you might like the performers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the overall Coachella experience that you're paying for, a lot of y'all ain't cut out for it. You're gonna end up in Dangerchella, Poorchella, You think you're gonna be in some of y'all think you're gonna be in Richchella, you're not. Okay, you're not going to be there. And I've been going over how much this stuff costs. If you're in your early 20s and you can afford to be at these concerts, absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's your choice. Y'all make it make sense for when you get back. That's what I will say. Don't just go off of, oh, I'm waiting on somebody to tell me what move to make with my money, and then be crying because your finances ain't in order when you get back. Now Coachella might only be 2 weekends. Them 2 weekends can put a lot of y'all in the hole thousands of dollars. Some people already in the hole 2027. It's already too late for them. Can't save them. Just think about it. Think about yourself, y'all. Stop worrying about everybody else. They going to Coachella, he going to Coachella, she going to Coachella. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get left out, the FOMO. How would you pay to go to Coachella? Do you like the environment of Coachella? Are you cut out for it? Be honest. Make an informed decision. And there's people in the comments telling this lady to do both. Go to both for the concert. And ma'am, you notice how nobody asked you about your finances? They just said go. Others saying, do it. You only live once, girl. These people don't know you. They don't know you.
So I went to Coachella for the first time this year, weekend 1 VIP, and everyone keeps asking me how it was. And let me tell you how it was. It was so much fun that the dust hasn't even cleared on weekend 2. My Coachella nails aren't even grown out. And this morning, my friend Sam and I booked weekend 2 Coachella 2027 VIP hotel package tickets. So we're going next year. That's how much fun it was. I have to go back. Like, you can't even get the full experience in one weekend. It's so hard. Like, I wish I would have gone back 2 weekends in a row, but we'll just have to wait until next year. And we decided to do weekend 2 this year just because she couldn't do it the first weekend, and I'm kind of down for either weekend. I know people say the second weekend's about people with the music, who love music, and the first weekend's influencers, and I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I'm like, I love influencer culture, and I also love music deep, so I'm kind of down for both either way. But I am extra excited to do weekend 2 just so that I already know what went down for weekend 1 and I can like game plan, you know what I mean? So that's how much fun it was. It hasn't even been a week and I'm already like thinking about going next year.
Now there's people saying, I thought they don't go on sale till May 1st. She said, I got the hotel package. Others saying, look, I'm dying to go, but these prices are killing me. I want y'all to see how much the hotel packages are. Now we're back on the Coachella official website, and it says here, we'll take it from here. Choose a hotel package that combines general admission or VIP festival access with thoughtfully selected local resort and hotel stays, plus shuttle passes for your entire group. And it says here that this can be booked now, so I'm gonna go ahead and click it. Now what it's saying here is the general admission package for weekend 1 with 3-night stay is $583.58 per person per night. And it says here the prices are based again on 2 people sharing, but the total is $3,501.49. For a 4-night stay, it's $521.16 per person per night. Again, based on 2 people sharing, making it $4,169.32 total. And y'all, weekend 2 for general admission for the hotel package is showing here the total being $3,401, and that is for the 3-night stay. But if you're going to do the 4-night stay for weekend 2, it's going to be $4,069. Y'all, that wasn't even VIP. But let's just go to the bottom. It says here that they have hotel details. These are the 2 Indio hotels that it seems like Coachella has partnered with specifically for this music festival. And what's interesting to me is the stars. Now this one says it's 6.1 miles from the festival, which is good. And then this one also says it's 5.7 miles from the festival. This one being the Marriott Inn and Suites Indio Coachella Valley, 2 stars. Okay, interesting. And then the Hampton Inn and Suites Indio, also 2 stars. I'm not sure why it's 2 stars. I'm just reading it. Now, the people who want the VIP package for the hotels, this is the VIP hotel package, weekend 2, because I don't even see VIP for weekend 1 for the hotel package. But anyway, it says here, the 3-night VIP package is $800 per person per night, which is around, I believe, $300 more the other hotel package. And this is $4,801 total. What's interesting is for the 4-night stay, because we just went over the 3-night, the 4-night is $5,469 total. Y'all, It's expensive. This is expensive. As expensive as it is to book, people are on TikTok showing, hey, my booking is confirmed. They said booking Safari 2027 while people are still in their tents sleeping. Some people are commenting Safari wasn't worth it. Others saying, I was seriously considering it for next year, but it's already sold out. Indeed it is. And more people confirming, hey, I'm gonna see you there because I already got mine too. And I'm concerned for many people because Coachella doesn't need you to have money. They just need you to have access to debt. They need you to have access to a credit card or be willing to split it up into 6 equal payments on their website. Nonetheless, they just need you to have some sort of plan or a plot to spend this money that many of you might not have. And you know who's getting rich? Coachella. Coachella, the sponsors, the food vendors.
So Coachella passes for next year go on sale next week, and all I can say is please guys, if you can afford the payment plan, at least lock in for your tickets. I don't want anyone to get scammed. The amount of cheeseman and freaking posts that I had seen on TikTok and Instagram and Threads and Twitter is just insane. It is so bad. This year was so bad, and I know because of the hype of Justin Bieber, that made it even crazier. I mean, it was the first year Coachella sold out in the last few years. It was insane, and I'm pretty sure because this was people's first Coachella, they definitely want to go back next year. So it's like the Hunger Games again. We are back. We are back.
The fact that we're calling Coachella the Hunger Games or saying it's like the Hunger Games, it is, but probably not how this person is saying it is. It's more so like District 12 and District 1. And I'm not talking about the rush to go out and get tickets. I'm talking about the clear separation because there are 2 different sides of Coachella, and it's going to be the same next year. It's going to be the rich side and the poor side. If y'all feel like y'all are fighting for your life to get a ticket, clearly we have a lot of time on our hands as people to care about things that aren't too important. And I love that if that's really the case. I really do. I truly don't think that's the case for most people.
Pre-COVID, if you guys can do the payment plan or if you guys can just pay in full, please do that. Please lock in for your ticket, guys.
Or please make sure that you can live after Coachella, that you have money, that you're being financially responsible, that you're not going into this with a FOMO mindset, that you're not going to be swimming into debt because you went to Coachella. How about that? Like what type of advice is this? Please make sure you get your tickets now, guys. First world problems, by the way. Let's be serious. Look around.
And for a lot of people that didn't know, in the Coachella Valley, festival season is literally all April. We literally go from the 2nd week of April to the end, ending with Stagecoach. So it's 2 weeks of Coachella and then 1 week of Stagecoach, all 3 weeks in April. So the first week we're chilling, we're chilling. But the amount of tourism that comes into the valley and these people supporting small businesses, I loved all these influencers trying out these small businesses in the valley while they were down here. But anyways, guys, lock in, don't get scammed. 2027 Coachella, here we come.
And I'm glad to see and hear that local businesses are flourishing because of the influencers coming out there or the crowds that Coachella brings. Because people try to eat. Regular, normal people, like, I get it.
So this is breaking news on the Coachella ticket site front. So Coachella just did their pre-sale of the Safari package and they are completely sold out. The yurts are sold out. The cabanas are sold out. The regular stuff is sold out. The super VIP stuff is sold out. Everything is sold out, which does make sense given the demand of the Justin Bieber lineup. However, this is where it gets interesting. The Justin Bieber lineup was powered by Justin Bieber. So now Golden Voice is in a real pickle because all of this pent-up demand is based upon a lineup of a Justin Bieber quality headliner. And let me tell you, having been to Coachella for several years, there are not many Justin Bieber level talents because it was a combination of he's a legitimate celebrity, he's a legitimate artist, he hadn't toured in years, and it creates a unique marketplace that's just super hot. So now the question is, who has enough market demand to really move a market? And so here are my predictions of headliners that I think could do it. Obviously, Taylor Swift, she could do it. Would she do it? Probably not. Number 2, Britney Spears. Britney Spears has the power to do that. That would be incredible. Britney Spears could move a market. I know that for a fact. Now, who else could kind of fit that market polling dynamic? A lot of people have said Rihanna. Personally, I could see that happening. Rihanna has super market power. She could do it. Now, I know some people said a guy named Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is currently doing a stadium tour. So I think that eliminates him because the market demand will just be saturated. once you kind of get past 3 or 4 people, I just don't see how Coachella find another Justin Bieber like talent to draw so much demand, which is going to put Golden Voice in a pickle. Because obviously a lot of the demand is based upon a Justin Bieber level talent.
Now, I can definitely see where this man is coming from, because Justin Bieber definitely had those Coachella prices inflated, because then he created supply and demand issue just off of the buzz, just off of it being Justin Bieber, and oh my gosh, he did the old songs. People went crazy for it. This is a legit conversation. The Justin Bieber buzz, in my opinion, contributed to the sales of Safari being sold out. It just makes sense. People had such bad FOMO about missing Justin Bieber that they're like, I don't know who it's going to be next year. I can't miss out though. I'm not going to be mad like I was this year, because people were legit mad that they weren't at Coachella this year for the performances, which goes back to people willing to risk it all because they don't want to miss out. They want to be at the scene to say they were there for whatever happens, and we don't even know what is going to happen. And that goes to show how strong the impact of Justin Bieber was at Coachella. The fact that Safari is already sold out, and I believe once they drop general admission on May 1st, I believe that's going to sell out fast. I wouldn't be shocked if that sells out fast.
And for those of you who study, the supply side, Coachella has not sold out in recent years. Post-pandemic, it was only Justin Bieber recently that did that, and they did release the lineup in September. So I think Golden Voice is in a real pickle, and I think that they're going to have to substantially increase their price to get a draw. Because here's the thing, get buzz. So there's kind of 2 levels of people. There's people that love Coachella, and then there's kind of like groups that have minority pull, but it's very small audience segments. There's very few artists that can move a whole market, and there's just not a lot of them. So I think Golden Voice is really going to have to open up the books, the cash pocketbook, to pay somebody. So this will be super interesting. I do think they're going to sell out very quickly on Friday. However, again, this is all based upon the Bieber lineup, and I just don't see how they're going to pull it off in 2027. But there's going to be a lot of pressure, and we'll see how they do.
And I agree with him. He's spot on. And I just need to see the comments, because again, they don't know who is going to be at Coachella, but the FOMO is still alive and well. They're saying here, don't bring Taylor Swift to Coachella, please. I will cancel my ticket. The Taylor Swift fans ain't going to like that. Others saying Harry Styles, Miley Cyrus, Rihanna, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Billie Eilish. Now, these are just names that people like, hey, this might be worth it. Selena Gomez, Bruno Mars, Ruel, Alexandra. I don't know who that is. No shade. But in that order, that's what that person's saying. Okay. Drake with 100% move marks at Coachella. Others saying Dat Piff and Don't Stream It. Now that's the pull. Black Eyed Peas, The Reunion. Miley Cyrus. They saying she would break the internet. Britney Spears. Others saying just get Justin again. Coldplay, Rihanna, The Killers. And multiple people saying Rihanna again. People don't know who is performing at Coachella 2027. Coachella 2026 was definitely one for the books. And we've seen the financial aspects of how far everybody was willing to take it for Coachella. And the anticipation for 2027 Coachella is at an all-time high because of the record-breaking performances at Coachella this year in 2026. And my hope is that people learned a lot from this series covering Coachella, whether we're talking about the rich side of Coachella, the poor side of Coachella, Foodchella, Dangerchella, Scamchella, whatever Chella. Even if you saw Brochella from last year, every video has something for somebody financially. And breaking this down really gave us the opportunity to see the levels to Coachella that not many people have really talked about. And I'm just glad I was here to witness it. But I need to know what y'all think about all this down below. Do you think that those Coachella tickets for May 1st are going to sell out immediately? Have you been to Coachella? Will you be going? Is the FOMO at an all-time high? Do you know anybody who's like, oh my gosh, I need to go to Coachella? Are the prices too high? What do you think about Coachella altogether? But I know one thing. We have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.